All right, y'all. What's up? What's going on? Back in the building. No fights tonight. No fights tonight, but it's time to go live anyways, right? Got my dinner for tonight. I got it early. Went on out and got me some food, so I set it to the side. And now all the errands are run for the day. I am ready to sit back and chill for a little bit, man. Oh man. It's cold out my way too. BJ, I don't know how it is out your way, man, but it is cold. It is cold where I am, man. I'm a little chilly. Yeah, what's going on, man? What's up? What's up? Let's see who we got in the building. Okay, all right. We got Zaman. What's up, BJ? Josh, Six, and Robot, and G Frame, and Two Beasts. Axel, my man Axel. What's up, man? And then Tiago. What's up, man? How y'all doing? We back in the building. Cold, man. Cold. Let me put my hood on. Let me put my hood on because it's cold up in here. But yeah, man, we here to talk. I'm back on here to do a little post-fight talk. I know what everybody wants to discuss, man. We want to talk about this Dakota. Hey, what's up, Colosseman? Marcus, man, Marcus, what's up? Let's talk some Dakota and the flyweight division, all of that good stuff, right? We want to talk about this thing. And yeah, man, look, this ain't to most of it. Actually, this ain't mostly to most of y'all in here, but man, like, don't get so emotional about your fighter, man. Like everybody in here pretty much has their favorites, but look, don't start getting mad at me whenever I talk about your fighter. All right. Y'all should be on the level with me more than y'all's favorite fighter because your favorite fighter don't even know you exist. All right. Let me go ahead and put it that way. Like, some of y'all need to chill. Like some people, new people that come over here, like if I say something about your favorite fighter, don't defend them. Don't even try to defend them, man, because they don't even know you. Like, I mean, you could talk about their style or whatever, but like, don't resort to trying to put me down or nothing like that. Because I ain't gonna stand for that crap. So I'm on my blocking thing again. I'm gonna be on that block. Like I said, I'm getting too old to be messing with y'all, so I'm on my block game, man. I'm just saying, look, that's all it is. BJ say shaking his head. Hey man, look, I'm just saying, man, look, um, I ain't playing. We can always disagree, BJ. Me and you, we go back and forth and about our favorite fighters, but we ain't taking it personally, man. We ain't taking that junk personal, man. Like, come on, chill. Like, I stand by what I say about Dakota. Like I said, I want to see her grow. I seen her graduate. And now I still want to see her get to the UFC. Yeah, BJ, it's crazy how some people act, man. Like, chill out, man. Like, get out of here, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you don't like what I'm saying, hey, don't get mad. That's my opinion. It's my opinion. I run this channel. I run this channel, and that's how it's gonna stay. It ain't no free for all. So if I don't, if I if I'm not convinced with a fighter, hey, if I'm not convinced with a fighter, I'm going to say what I want to say. All right. Like I was not convinced. And you can look good. Look, let's start it off like this. I don't care what anybody says. There ain't no I told you so with Dakota. There ain't no such thing like that because everybody has to put their skills to the test. And I already said, look, I see Tyler Santos having some issues in here. When I went back and did my research, I already said, look, this girl, she might have some problems. I'm a little worried for Tyler because we're going to talk about Tyler's mental state too, man. We got to talk about her mental state and her. I don't know, man. Like, there's something going on with Tyler Santos. Like, I give Dakota full credit for this fight, but man, like, that girl needs a new team. That girl, she needs a new team, man. But anyways, yeah, like I said, look, Dakota just needed somebody in front of her. You know what I mean? So I ain't wanting to jump on no train. This is, y'all are fans. Okay, that's fine. I like her. I like Dakota, but at the same time, I'm like, I just want to see her do something against an opponent. Like I know she's got the goods. I know she's got the work ethic, but we just got to see it in front of somebody, right? And Tyler Santos was the one I wanted to see her in front of. And what did she do? She dispatched with that girl. So that's good. That's good. Now we can say, okay, she's ready. But ain't nobody know. Nobody really knows. Like, ain't nobody really know this girl got. I mean, look, Wayne Kong. Y'all told me Wayne Kong was something. I wasn't buying that. I was not buying that. I was not jumping on that train so fast. But this one here, even with this fight, it's not smart to just jump on and the person hasn't been tested. But now that we've seen Dakota go in there and not let the pressure get to her, I respect that. I like the fact that she didn't let the pressure get to her, and she wasn't starstruck. She wasn't starstruck taking on a higher level of a higher level of opponent. You know what I mean? Like some fighters, they show a little bit too much respect in there, so I really do take my hat off to her for that. Like, Ketlin Vieira, fighting Kayla Harrison. Some of these fighters, they just get a little too, I don't know, they get a little too starstruck. Megan Anderson and what's her name? Amanda Nunes, things like that. You gotta go in there and stand your ground, show them who you are. Like, don't get cocky with it. But I like the fact that she didn't let any of that get to her. Tyler Santos, already a decorated contender and so on, but she's had her day. She's had her day. I'm sorry to see her go out like that, though. Oh, Tiago, I appreciate that, man. $2. He said Dakota versus Fatima, January 11th. Oh, Dakota, yeah. I know, I saw that. I'm gonna go with Fatima Klein for sure. I'm gonna go with Fatima Klein in that one. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, my first reaction to the fight was wow. After the fight ended, it's still wow. I'm still a little shocked at how Tyler Santos just crumbled under pressure. Again, we know Dakota has the power and the skills, but I thought it might have been like a retirement thing, you know what I mean, where the fighter doesn't answer the next bell. I kind of thought that Tyler Santos would have gave out that way, where maybe she would have got beat maybe like 3 or 4 rounds, and then her trainer would have said, "Oh, that's it." I thought I thought the TKO was going to come that way, but man, like Tyler was getting crushed in there by some hard right hands to the face and to the stomach, man. Like that left hand to the body. That's one thing I'm going record on, man. Look, I noticed like Dakota, her body work and her body attack is really like no other girl I've seen in the world of MMA, period. Like, who else punches to the body like that? Chris Cyborg, she's got power. And if she did punch to the body, she would definitely be killing girls. But I don't see too many fighters focus on the breadbasket like she does. Who else? Amanda Nunes, she hits hard like a truck, but she knocks a lot of girls out. But I don't see too many fighters, throw like this type of perfect left hook to the body, or just, keep throwing shots to the stomach and, knees to the body. I like that. I like that about her. She's focused on something. So the thing I see about that game she has, that particular plan, it definitely makes me a little worried about some of the girls in the UFC, because look, overall, all of the fighters in the UFC from unranked to top 15, they got something good about them. They all have something good. Like, there's good wrestlers, there's physically strong girls, and so on. Like, you got a lot of fighters with good chins. You got a lot of fighters with good chins in there, but how many of them really have stone stomachs? Like, how many of these fighters do you really think are going to have stone stomachs that's going to be able to stand up to these punches? Like, not too many fighters are used to taking shots like that, because why? Not too many other fighters throw body shots like that. Um, I'm trying to think who else throws some vicious knees. Macy Chason, she used to throw some heavy knees to the body, but she kind of abandoned that game. I don't know why. Raquel Pennington used to throw a good jab to the body, but there's nobody that really hits the body like that. I mean, all of y'all be talking about it all the time, like that she's a good fighter, this and that. But the one thing I noticed, like, I don't hear too many people talk. Y'all got to talk about this body work that she does, man. Like that's where I'm most impressed. Like some of y'all be simping over how she look or just the knockout. Man, I'm looking at this body game because the the body. If she didn't have this body work, I really wouldn't be worried about these other fighters right now. Like, yeah, I'm gonna say it. Alexa Grasso, these other fighters out here, they ain't been hit to the stump. Macy Barber, Aaron Blanchfield. Look, y'all got to be on notice right now. Now, I ain't saying, look, she got this thing completely won, but how are they going to react, man, when she start going to the body like this, man? How are they going to react when she start hitting you to the stomach? Do you see how she punches to the stomach? Like, seriously, like, look at how she hits these girls in the stomach, man. Like, look at the clinch she put on Tyler Santos. As soon as she got Tyler in that clinch, she started firing knees to the body, and she knows where to hit. And I'm sure, her mom, being the kickboxer that she was, her mom already said that she feels like she's a better fighter than she was. But I think even her mom kind of rubs off on her, been cut, having been cut from that cloth. She just ain't pity patting. She ain't out here, bull skating. She ain't out here bull skating with no little pity pat shots, touch. No, like these are heavy hands coming. So technique and heavy hands put this all together. Yeah, there's going to be some problems. There's going to be some problems. And now that I've seen her crush a fighter that has never been stopped before, I'm going to definitely be looking now, right? It's just like she graduated, just like when Manon and when Tyler, they graduated from the other regional fight circuits. I'm looking at them. Okay, now I can look at her because I don't really see. I couldn't really see anybody else stopping Tyler Santos in the UFC. I think Manon would have beat Tyler Santos like 30-27, 50-45, whatever you want to call it. I think she would have beat her. I think Valentina could have beat Tyler convincingly in a rematch. I think Grasso could have beat Tyler by decision. But personally, I don't see any of these other girls stopping her like that. I don't see any of those other girls stopping Tyler Santos like that. But let me see what y'all talking about. Hey, what's up, Tay Tay? What's going on, Tay Tay? How you been, man? I'm still looking at this fight, man. I'm like, wow. I'm tempted to put a replay on in the background right now for y'all, man, because it's, man, Tyler, man, she done disappointed me, but at the same time, I'm like, she had to. Hey, hats off to her, man, but we I guess we didn't know what she was in there with, man. We didn't know what she was in there with. Robot, what's up, man? Axel said, combo, what I like with Dakota's win is that that will force the other fighters in UFC/PFL to progress in their striking defense to beat her. They have a tendency of eating too many shots in the head and in the body. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Like these girls got to be watching. Like, see, in boxing and men's sports, even like men's MMA, you already get a variety of like body work from fighters. You already got a lot of good body punches and you got a lot of good strikers. So it's already forcing the men to evolve. They've been fighting longer. But as time passes, as you see with WMMA, there's been a lot of rock'em sock'em type fighters. A lot of girls are just going in there straight to the head, taking shots. And yeah, granted, these fighters, they got good chins. But how many of them had to stand up to good body shots again? Like, you see Molly McCann, she took that shot to the stomach. That jump woke her up, right? She got hit to the stomach and that girl went rolling and running out. She was about to run to the other side. She had to recover, So it's still new to some of these fighters. It's still new to some of them, getting hit like that. Zazakita said Manon outpoint Santos, but I doubt she stops. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Manon would definitely outpoint her, outwork her. And like I said, even Valentina, I think could convincingly beat Tyler. I don't really see anybody else in the UFC stopping her like that. Like the fighters in the UFC, again, like we not knocking them. Definitely. I'm not, come on, just because Dakota won this fight, I'm not putting these fighters down, but we got a list of like well-rounded fighters. We got more fighters that are, I think, point fighters and some good counter strikers that can land that perfect shot. like Natalia Silva, and, of course, Valentina and, Grasso. They got good, precise striking. But I haven't really seen anybody just like focus. I haven't really seen anybody just focus on the body like that. Like, am I missing somebody? Like all through the UFC, Holly Holm. Irene Aldana does. Irene Aldana does focus. I mean, Irene Aldana's got a good left hook to the body. I like hers. I like hers a lot. But outside of the boxers, like who else really, throws with that type of focused intensity? And man, Tyler, dang Tyler, I just don't know. She set the pace though, man. That first round too. Dakota just set a good pace. She started flicking, not even flicking the jab, but throwing a hard jab. I like that. She was throwing a hard jab right away. Throw the right jab, throw that jab and dictate that pace right away, and switching stances. That was another thing I was kind of impressed with. Like, she knew Tyler couldn't really how would I put it? She knew Tyler couldn't get no read on her. Man, like, I hate to say it, but man, Tyler's IQ just ain't that high, man. Like, she didn't even get a read on what she was doing with some of these things, just eating the leg kicks, eating the punches, letting her switch stances on her. She wasn't even on the outside trying to figure her out, man. At least Gabby Fernandez, when she was fighting Wayne Kong, she was on the outside, man. She was like, I ain't gonna get hit with no big shot. You know what I mean? Like, at least she said, I ain't gonna get hit with no big shot. But these I don't know, man. Some of these fighters, man, they just think that they can weather the storm. They think just one shot's gonna be hard, but nah, man. Like, consistent with Dakota is consistent. That's another thing I have to give her props for. She's consistent. Like, punches are all heavy. It ain't just one heavy shot. It's more. It's more. It's more. Let me read in this comment section here real quick. Let me go all the way back up here. What's up, James? He says, so let's revisit Dakota Aaron's fight now. Who do you got now? Ooh, James, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you see how she was tiring over Tyler Santos. Aaron's defense gonna have to be it's gonna have to be polished. Aaron gonna have to hit that strength and conditioning hard, man. Like, this ain't gonna be an easy fight. Aaron's got to get that strength and conditioning up. I mean, she's got to be strong. She's got to be strong for that fight, and her head's got to be moving. Her head has got to be moving. You can't stand still. That's why I hope, like, a lot of these fighters are still just like looking at fighters on the other side, because they're gonna be here pretty soon. They're gonna be here pretty soon, man. Robot said, it's my opinion. You never put a fighter down. It's all constructive criticism. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I don't particularly gravitate towards a fighter early, you don't get mad at me. If I don't gravitate to your favorite fighter yet, or if I'm still trying to figure him out, that's me. Like I said, I like to study a fighter. Now, if I want to tell you about a fighter, fine. It's my channel. I used to tell BJ a few years back about Aaron. Like, hey, you check out Aaron, man. Check out Aaron. He didn't say, man, shut up. BJ didn't say, man, shut up. I don't care about no Aaron. You a punk. He never said nothing like that to me. He just said, all right, I'm going to look. And he could be impressed with her or not. He might not like her or not. But the fact of the matter is, I was, scoping her out. And, that's my thing. But if he happened to tell me about somebody else, I'm going to say, I don't like that fighter, but I ain't going to hate him. So, is your favorite fighter giving you a place to talk? I mean, come on. Is your favorite fighter giving you a place to, express your like for him? I mean, yeah, if you like somebody, hey, cool, tell me about it. But if I don't like him, don't get mad at me. Do not get mad at me. Zama said, Manon gets KO'd in 2 rounds with her defense. He said Grasso gets brutalized. Man, Grasso getting brutalized. Grasso gets brutalized. These girls, they're gonna have to keep their elbows tucked. Let me just put it that way. You're gonna have to keep your elbows tucked, man, Because you know me, I'm not trying to play favorites now, but I love a body puncher, and I know how critical body punching can be, man. Like I know how critical it can be. I know how effective it can be. I know how effective body punching can be. On top of that, I know if you ain't never been hit to the stomach before like that, it's gonna put you down. And you can't really condition like the liver shot, but you at least can condition the exterior somewhat. Like Gabby Fernandez, she was taking a lot of body shots, but she wasn't going down from Wayne Kong. So that kind of tells me that, yeah, her stomach is kind of conditioned, but these fighters, they got to get that medicine ball out. They, I don't, I wonder, man, I wonder if a lot of these women do that medicine ball. I wonder if they do that. You know, when they get their ab workout in, are they doing the medicine ball, man? Or, you know, they letting that 5 pound or 10 pound medicine ball drop on their stomach. Um, does Valentina do that? I don't know. I know Grasso's a boxer. I don't think she does. Does Rose? You know, Rose be boxing, but some of these girls be boxing, but do they do the actual boxing conditioning? That's what I want to know. Like, are y'all in there letting them throw that medicine ball at your stomach? Because you know, fighters going to need that. Hold on. Marcus said, I don't see that Grasso. I don't see that Grasso due to Grasso's footwork boxing. Yeah, I don't either, man. Like, I think it has to be. I think grapplers are more her problem. I think grapplers are more her problem right now. You know, no, excuse me. Grapplers are more her speed. Sorry. I think grapplers, they really know how to I think she knows how to get in there more on a grappler, you know, because she already knows their footwork. But if you're a fellow striker, I think strikers will tend to have a better game plan. You know, I think that they'll get a better read on her. See, grapplers, they just want to go in and take her down. So they're going to run into a lot of punches. So that kind of leaves them tailor made for her. But, you know, the better the footwork is and the better the striking IQ is, I think that might make more for an interesting fight. That was one reason why I did pick Rose, you know, to beat Joanna. You know, I thought that, you know, with Rose's footwork and timing, she would be able to kind of get a read on that speed and, you know, kind of check the speed of Joanna. You know, whenever you got other fighters like Claudia, Andrade, Panay, and all those other girls that even Wei Lee, like, you know, the approach that Wei Lee took to Joanna, you know, wasn't the best, you know, taking a lot of punches. So those fighters like that with low striking IQs, you know, they're game to be tattooed up sometimes. Satchel, what's up, man? He said Chanel would do good in 115. Ain't she 125? Or do you mean she needs to move down? She's 125, right? She's 125, right? Or do you think she just needs to move down to 115? Is that what you're saying? To be said, I think we need to calm down a little bit in regards to Dakota demolishing the top 5 of the UFC. Yeah. Like I don't know if she brutalizes people like that or stops these fighters like that yet. Now, like I know what she did to Tyler because Tyler is a sitting duck. Let's talk about Tyler Santos's game plan, man. Like Tyler Santos been around a long time, man. Tyler Santos she's been in this game for a minute. Like, what kind of a game plan did she have, like, to just stay on the outside and wait and fight behind this girl? I'm just kind of curious as to how they wanted to do this. Like, what was their game plan? Like, Tyler, she does have a Muay Thai background, but now it kind of makes me question, like, against who? Like, how deep were you tested? Like, what kind of deep waters were you in back then? And I do think that Tyler Santos, again, has power, but I think some of the fights that she's been in, like in the UFC, she kind of fights down to this level where she's like just kind of going through the motions. Even when she fought like Roxanne and them, like this girl got heavy hands. She should have been putting her out of there. I know she did get JoJo out of there, but there's some other fighters I felt like, oh, she should be able to stop these girls, but it's just something about, like, even in this fight here, like her game plan, like she needed to really push and jab her way in and not let Dakota get her stance, keep her off balance. But even then, when she got on the inside, man, like when she tried for the takedowns, like what did y'all think of her takedown approach, man? Like it just seemed a little like was she getting a good body lock to y'all? Like was Tyler getting a good body lock? Seemed like to me she should have been going lower, trying to get that single or even like trying to trip her. Maybe she was just too strong for her, man. Maybe she was just too strong. Maybe she felt that strength like Andrade did when she was fighting Valentina. Santos never really had a jab. No, she never really had a jab. She's got good kicks and a nice left hook, but she's never really had that good solid jab. And I believe like with Tyler's length and her power, she'd be effective with a jab, but she's just never been that type of fighter, man. And body kicks would have been really nice for her. That's why her outside game was non-existent. So why be there? Like, why be there? She should have been more mid-range fighting in this one. And I know, look, everybody always says, oh, you talking about she should have this, should have that. Well, yeah, she should have, man, because you got a lot of experience. You, Tyler, sold this thing as you going in there and going to beat this girl. So if you say that, then I'm going to dig deep and I'm going to say, okay, this is what you got. This is what she has. So if you don't pull it out, if you don't pull out the victory, I'm going to be like, okay, this is what you should have been doing. This is why you failed, right? So number one thing, like taking away that powerful right hand and, even taking away the jab should have been like a big key, like counter jabbing, counter jabbing with your own and just pushing your way in, jabbing to the chest and body. That's what I said. Like these fighters, they don't work the body like that. Like she should have been double jabbing to Dakota's chest, man. Like, go ahead, hit that chest. Don't be worried about doing any damage over there. Like she's all right. Like, hit her in the sternum a little bit, and work that jab. You eye level to her chest, so work the chest. Hit her in the body. I saw Tyler land like a good right hand. Tyler did land. You see a little knot she kind of put on Dakota's head. You see right there in the top right hand corner. You see that little knot she put on her head. She did, she did connect. And that just kind of shows you that, yeah, Tyler's got a little bit of power and thud in her punches when she's in there. So she just I don't know, man, just didn't execute. Just didn't execute. It's almost like they didn't really go over anything, I guess she just, or maybe found out that, oh man, she's better than I thought. Maybe they did underestimate her. So I guess she kind of did. JP said I didn't trust Dakota's takedown defense going in. I actually did. I did kind of trust it. I think that after I saw her get taken down by Jenna Bishop, and then she was right back to work with Kayla Harrison. They weren't really showing the footage with Kayla Harrison, but Kayla was working with her on the striking. And I said, I know Kayla and them, they're working. Like Kayla's probably taking her down. She's probably working with that girl, Natasha Kusatina, the other judoka, these other girls in there. And they're probably, showing her how to get up from these takedowns and so on, Yeah, BJ. No outside game. No outside game. No outside game at all. Closum said Dakota was too strong in the clinch. She even reversed Tyler and landed on top. Yeah, I saw that because when I was calling it yesterday, I said that reminded me of like Aaron Blanchfield. Like whenever Tyler went to take Aaron down and Aaron wound up on top. Y'all remember that takedown? That's why I was like, oh man, she be doing this dumb stuff sometime, man. Like, what's up? Bluebird said, I think Tyler underestimated how strong Dakota was. Yeah, I think she did. I think she underestimated a lot of things about her. I think she underestimated her strength. And maybe she thought that Tyler thought Dakota was going to be backing up most of the fight. But I think when she started feeling that push kick to the body and to the face, she was like, oh man, this girl's timing is something. Like her timing is on point, So she probably said, I got to shift gears. Todd said, what's up, Todd? He said she doesn't set up her jiu-jitsu. Faber can help her with holes in her game. No, she don't. She really don't. And she just, sometimes I just think she hold too much. She just holds too much and she ain't even, what do you call it? Look at, working. She's not working. She's not working in there. Like Macy Barber. That's what I say. Macy Barber works in the clinch. Like she needs somebody that teaches how to work in the clinch. Like when you get somebody there, start hitting. Start hitting something. Just start hitting the girl in the face. Start hitting her in the eye or in the forehead. Hit her somewhere. See, Tyler too big and too strong to be this timid and weak. You know what I mean? Like she too big and too. That's one thing I always tell people. Look, you just can't judge somebody on muscles all the time, man. Tyler be flexing on you, look great, body looks good, she look good, but look like she'll, could crush your head, in a headlock if she put one of them biceps on you. But what is that if you ain't in there using it? And when you get somebody to the cage like that, you just start working. She just don't do that. She's just not that type of fighter to do that. So, even looking at the mental of Santos right now, the mentality, I'm a little curious as to see if she really wants to continue to fight. Because she just seemed a little too playful too, man. Like, I know. Look, you don't want to be mean, you don't want to be angry, but just kind of got the vibe that Tyler was a little too playful, man. Like, what about y'all? She seemed a little too playful for somebody that want to go in there and show something. Like, you can have fun. Like, it just seemed a little out of character for her. Like, I always see Tyler as a quiet fighter, but at the same time, she'll go in there and do damage. She'll go in there and hurt you. But in this one, it just seemed like she was a little too playful, like she wasn't in that mind frame to kill. Like she didn't have that killer instinct, all smiles. And I know she had the kid up there too, playing, but still, I just thought that her mind frame should have been more like, let's get it. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, I'm gonna take this thing. I just didn't really get that vibe from her. But let me see. Who could I compare like another recent situation? Not really recent, but Axel said, combo, another thing, Dakota's win will change is the flyweights will become more professional, and in the optimization of their strength and conditioning for the division, they will have more 5'7" flyweights. Yeah. I think that's another thing too, man. Like, I think the harder the punches are, the bigger the girls get, it's going to have to force fighters, to step their strength and conditioning up. Because now, if they're in there with just other ladies that they feel like are, okay, I've dealt with this type of style before. Okay, Grasso's strong. Okay, all right, she's not that strong. But then when you start facing somebody like for Aaron Manon, somebody that's big, it makes you say, oh, wow, okay, this girl is strong. Like, how do I handle this? Now you got another puncher like Dakota who hits hard. You can be like, okay, now we got to work on our defense. Now we got to work on, just our overall conditioning for our body. We got to make sure we're durable. Punch resistance has to go up, especially to the body, and into the legs, So now it's going to force more girls to be up in Tiger Muay Thai. Shoot, I bet you, hey, Tiger, BJ, I bet you Tiger Muay Thai's business it's about to skyrocket now. You're going to have more flyweights out there trying to get that business in, man, because they got to, condition them calves up, start learning, hey, we got to start being able to check these kicks now. So, hey, ain't no problem with that. That's what we need, though. We need somebody, gifted to come in and be able to do that work. Hey, that's another thing, too. Like, yeah, I give Dakota full credit, man. Like, I definitely got to give her full credit in this one. The thing is, like I said, I just don't jump on, based off of skills. Like I can see when somebody is gifted, with certain things, but you just got to be put through a test, man. You got to be put through a test before we start talking about, this person being handed the belt. Like, me, I ain't never want to hand nobody no belt. I ain't handing them nothing. Like, hey, I gotta see something. We all got to see something. We just got to see some work, right? And now that we've seen something, it's like, okay, we go into the next step. It might be a little bit more advanced too, right? It might be a little bit more advanced than just somebody that comes in like what's her name? Ivana Petrovic, or who else just came in? Carly Giudice, some of these girls that come in, Deani Barbosa, they're good, but now you got somebody who's showing a little bit more gifts, so they can be advanced a little bit more. They can be advanced a little bit more, and that's all right. But before you start talking about advancing somebody, you got to put them in there with somebody that has some type of experience and skills. And yeah, Dakota, she passed that. To be to any updates on Val versus Manon? No, nothing yet. I haven't heard anything. Valentina, she been on Instagram all day, every day, all day, every day on the beach, man. She been on the beach kicking air. You know what I mean? She been on there having fun right now. So I think as long as she's doing that, you ain't getting any updates. You ain't getting no updates. Oh, BJ, that's a good question too, because I want to talk about, just matching her up with some fighters. We're gonna play a little game. Who would take more damage in the clinch, Macy or Dakota? Macy has a good clinch game. That's the thing. Like, Macy has a very good clinch game. She will push and she will throw forearms and elbows in there. She ain't gonna just hold. She's not gonna just be holding in there. So Macy might be somewhat of a better. I think she'll have a better connection percentage than Tyler Santos will. Styles make fights, and Tyler Santos just don't throw too many shots like that, and she just don't get wise in there. Hold on, she just don't wise up after every fight, man. Hold on, where was it? I wanted to read something. Sachin said, "How will Dakota go? How would Dakota do against Kayla Harrison?" It's hard to say because I just don't see her as a bantamweight like that yet. And since they train together, it's really hard to say. It really is hard to say for me right now. Okay. Can't find it now. I was about to read something. I can't find it. Todd said, how he said, you have know how common my family is Joe Frazier to game time. When you step to Valentina, you better have hands. Yeah, you got to. And you got to have guts. You got the hands now, or you going to let it go? Like, you give somebody a gun, but are they going to shoot? That's why, they say if you pull that gun, you better be ready to shoot. Right. Zay returns. What's up, Zay returns? Feel like I ain't seen you in a minute. He said need to see Dakota in the UFC, nobody else for her to fight in the PFL. Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit. Yeah, they're really right now. They didn't really like come right out and ask the question. The interviewer did, and he didn't really just bring up the UFC. Closest they kept bringing up was just Tyler's experience and Tyler fighting, but they didn't really bring it up. Most of what Dakota mentioned was that she knows at this point people will start talking down on her if she stays in the PFL and fights the next crop of flyweights that aren't on that level, right? So yeah, it would kind of make sense at this point for her to move on to the UFC, right? Like I said, I knew it might have been an option though. Like, they did mention that too, because when she brought it up, she's like, "Hey, I could stay and fight another season, but who is there to fight?" But when it comes down to the position that she's in, PFL is just it's more like a stepping stone. Like, let's be real, everybody gets to a certain level in MMA to go to the big dog, right? The UFC. So I think where Dakota stands right now, it really wouldn't make sense to stay. Because much like these other girls, they all go on, after they leave LFA, mainly because of the money too. That's one thing, that's why a lot of girls have said that, I'm trying to get signed now when they offer the contract, because they pay more, of course. LFA, Cage Warriors, it's a stepping stone, but at the same time, you ain't getting paid. So the minute you win a belt or you win like 4 or 5 fights there, you ready to get signed to the UFC. When the talent scout is there and they see you, you ready to go there or you ready to go to the Contender Series. But for Dakota, she might feel like, hey, I could get another million, because they already making more than some of the fighters in the UFC here. See, that's the thing about PFL. Like PFL may not have the best fighters, right? They might have the best budding fighters, but they be paying their women fighters a little bit more than the UFC, So Dakota might be looking at it like that. So if she happened to do it, I wouldn't really care for it. But if she did it, it would be because of the money, right? It would be because of that next million if she stuck around. But even with that, there's really nobody for her to fight. I just don't think that there's anybody for her to fight right now. So I think, Dakota's potential, it would be put in jeopardy a little bit if she chose to stay. Like, have you stay there, might get an injury or something, might wind up fighting somebody that might have your number that night. You just never know, right? So where she stands now, she's in that position just like everybody else that gets the LFA belt, an Invicta belt. It's time to graduate, right? It's time to move on. So she's probably not really just coming straight out, but she knows now because, like she said, I don't know if I'll stick around for another season. I'm trying to fight, with better fighters now because that's what she's gunning for. So, yeah, they didn't really touch on the UFC being the next thing, but I think we all know at this point it is. It is going to be the next thing. What else? I know a lot of people on here calling her the Barbie girl and stuff like that. I don't really see her as like a Barbie girl though. Like, I know there's a lot of people that like her, but I don't see her like that. I know she has a look people like, but I just don't see her as like that model of Barbie girl type. She's tall and stuff, but I ain't really see her as that type of fighter. So whenever they kind of put her in that category, I still think she's like a rough type of girl too. She does fight. She does fight. And she has that look about her. As far as her being a star right now, I don't really see her as a star. I just see her as a potential, because there are some girl in the UFC still got more firepower than her as far as, being followed by some of these, simps and so on, right? They all got their brand just a little bit higher. Now she could be that. That's why it's time for her to maybe to step out of this box, to step out of this box and go to the UFC, because she's got that backing too. She's got that similar backing like Patty and Molly McCann. But the difference in between her, she's already got a lot to stand on, with talent and skills. Like Molly, of course, she's got skills to a certain degree, but there's levels to it. With Dakota, unlike Molly, Dakota's got the backing right now. Plus, she's got a skill set that people are already matching up with fighters like Valentina, Manon, and Grasso. I saw one page on IG. Somebody said the best active WMMA fighters, Dakota, Valentina, and Grasso. I'm like, come on now. I was like, how you put that up there already? Like, you ain't even gonna say Manon. Like, Manon was active. Like, she's on an active win streak. Grasso just lost the belt. But you just gonna say, oh yeah, Dakota, she's one of the best active fighters today. I'm like, come on now. You know how they do. So when people are pushing you like that, though, and they putting you up as a poster, see, that's good opportunity for her. That's a good opportunity for her to again step in there and take advantage. So she definitely got star potential. She's got star potential, country behind her, the look, the wins, the killer instinct, and how she gets the wins too. You know what I mean? Like how she's getting the wins, because you got a lot of fighters that can go on win streaks, but people call them boring. Bilal, he comes to mind. Like how long of a win streak did Bilal Muhammad go on? Some people are like, I don't want to see him fight. But if you're going in there and you're killing everybody, basically, if you crushing everybody's rib cage the way Dakota is, you got to keep building that up. You got to keep riding that, and fans are gonna love that. Fans, they love that. So there's a lot of ingredients for star right there. There really is. Because like Ronda Rousey was submitting everybody. You got Dakota knocking everybody out and stopping everybody with body punches and so on. So that does stand for something like star. Now, again, like I said, the best fighter, no. Again, star and the best fighter are two different things. That's where some people always get mixed up, or they get mad at me when I'm questioning your fighter skill set when it ain't been tested. But I'm like, come on now. You know what I mean? Like, again, somebody that's in the best active fighter would be Manon versus before her, because she is in the UFC and she's undefeated in the UFC, right? So that's to me, that's still a better fighter. Whether you think she wins or not, they did fight. That's a different thing. That's your opinion. But if you go by actual stats and what the rankings are, they're right neck and neck with Valentina right now. She's the one fighting for the belt next. So don't get it twisted. All right. But yeah, like I said, I do think that it is kind of a waste of time for her to do a second season over there at PFL. I think it would be much, much better if she just moves on now and it does the UFC thing. I don't know if the UFC will give her as much money right away, but of course, negotiations, that'll change everything. Dana was probably watching too. Dana knows. Dana's looking right now too. So that's going to be something that we'll probably see here sometime soon, maybe 2025, maybe. I don't know. Did you ask me that, James? Did you say would she be signed in 2025? Where was that? Let me see. Dakota. James said Dakota's never sniffing around the star power. She's got something similar. Like Ronda was kind of a once in the lifetime thing, but she's got potential to be a star. Like she's definitely got potential to be that star. Because again, she's got a lot of good things going for her. Maybe she could reach somewhere close to like how Wei Li is, but I don't know, like exactly Ronda. No, I don't know. Gabby said Marina Rodriguez comment karma on the post showing Dakota finishing Santos. Ooh, did she? Let me see that. Hold on, let me see. All right, I gotta pull this thing up and see this for myself. It's on PFL's page. Is it on PFL's page, Gabby? Let me see. Yeah, Robot. Manon being the number one contender, it definitely stands for something to me, because you beat everybody in the UFC, not fighters out of the UFC, Oh, another PFL champion. He wants to get signed. Cool. What's up, Stammen? He said, yes, Ronda was in the right place at the right time. It can only be different after her. There's no repeating that. Nah, really not. Anything after her would be like second, basically, but that's still good. Because, when everybody else is just below and not doing anything, that kind of puts a damper on WMMA, right? So anything, everybody should shoot for second, See, boxing's different. Everybody can look at, okay, Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Evander, Joe Louis. There's all these other fighters from so many generations that are household names. In WMMA, there's only really been one household name, Ronda, right? But if you can get second best and say, oh yeah, I know Dakota. Oh yeah, Wei Li. Like, because even then, like Wei Li, I don't really know too many people that know Wei Li by name, like that first name basis. Like when you hear Ali, Tyson, Ronda, you know what I mean? Like when you hear Ronda's name, you go, oh, you're not an MMA fighter, because even, my dad knew, like, rest in peace, when my dad, um, was looking at MMA and not, well, he really wasn't watching it as much. He used to ask me, he was like, oh, who's Ronda? Like, he knew I started watching it more, and he was like, oh, who's that girl Ronda? I was like, oh, you already heard about her? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so a lot of generations, were hearing about Ronda Rousey when it came down to it. But yeah, like even like Wei Lee, she's popular, but still don't know too many people that know her name like that. They still don't just spew out that name when it comes to um when you're naming fighters or something, or if you were naming women fighters. Holly is, people know Holly. Holly, say Holly, they do know her, Holly at home, yeah. Because yeah, my dad, mom knew her. Oh, thank you, Robot. Josh said Ronda blew up when she went to WWE. Oh yeah, she took it to another level, man. She took it way, way there. 2B says Stamp is definitely a huge star that could never go to the UFC and still have great success. Yeah, I think she could finish her career without it at this point. Let's take a look here, though, man. Let's see here. Let's be a little realistic, though. Let's be realistic. Now we got Dakota right here amongst these other fighters. Not signed, but we got her name being brought up with a lot of these fighters. Let's look at the UFC rankings, man. Like, I want to go down the list here, like just some fighters that she matches up good against. Like, let's see. UFC rankings. Because I could say now, yeah, I think that with how the fashion that she did stop Tyler Santos in, and you do it like that, then yeah, that's worthy of getting something a little higher than some of these other fighters now. Because why? You went in there and showed that you got the skills. You went in there and you did more. You didn't just go in and try to get a decision. To be sitting on Natalia, man, I forgot I had her picture on the side here, but too bad. I didn't feel like re-uploading it, but you know the deal. Let me pull this ranking up right here. There we go. Yeah, I think it's fair. I think it is fair because to me, if I'm to do the math, beating Tyler Santos in the fashion that she did kind of equals some girls coming to the UFC and maybe winning two lackluster decisions, So let me see. Two lackluster, like say if you beat a couple of people by a decision that are unranked when you just got signed, it still makes you show a little greenness. But I think that with Dakota beating a former contender that we could argue beat Valentina, I'll say, okay, that's worthy of getting somebody in the top 15. And I would start from 7 down to 15. I would start from 7 down to 15. Like, I would feel comfortable if the UFC gave her somebody from 3, 6, 9, those 9 opponents down. Like, what do y'all think? I think that would sound fair now. Like before, okay, no, because I didn't see enough. But now I saw how she did this in this fashion. I would give her somebody from 7 through 15. I would do that. Let me see. I will. Of course, I don't think she should fight anybody right here yet, but I'm just saying, like, if we were going to match these fighters up, like everybody's putting her here, I think she still has a fight. Some of these girls, though, before you get somebody right there. 6 said Whaley's not big in the US. No, she's not. 2B said Aaron, that would test her ability to move for 5 rounds. Yeah. All right. I want to play a game. I'm going to pull this top 15 up. Let me see if I can share my screen here. Where you at, BJ? I'm about to make you mad here. Okay, there we go. All right, there it is. Is that big enough? I might need to edit that just a little bit. If I can get just a little bit bigger. Two Beats, let me know if you want a link, man. I got a little bit of time, so if you want to speak on what you think about Dakota's place in the UFC, let me know, or just in WMMA period. And yeah, I might drop a link there. If anybody want to give their opinion. Okay. I got it. There we go. All right, starting with number 15. Let's say if they signed Dakota in 2025. Starting with the number 15, Casey O'Neill. Oh man, I hate to say it. I think Casey O'Neill gets stopped in maybe one round. All right. I'm not jumping on any hype train. I'm not overdoing it. I'm just saying, look, when I look at Casey O'Neill's striking defense, I just feel like her striking defense is not good. I'll be nice. I'm gonna just say it's too leaky, too many holes, too many. Axel says she's getting stopped next. Oh man, not next year. I want to explain why. I gotta explain why. Too many holes next. All right. No, seriously. Casey O'Neill, she throws a lot of work. She throws high volume, but that's against like other fighters that just don't have high boxing IQ. That's girls that reset their footwork constantly and don't really have good balance. Or, they just don't like a lot of shots coming at them. But if you're dealing with Dakota, who's probably 3-4 inches taller, she's got the eyes, like similar to Valentina, these counter strikers, even strikers, they see what's coming. So they're looking at Casey O'Neill's shoulders. They looking at her shoulders and seeing how many punches she about to throw. And then as soon as she march in, boom, good right hand, big right hand catches her, And let's not talk about the clinch, man. Like body shot. I see stoppage by body shot, man, because Casey O'Neill, I don't know if she got the core to deal with them shots, man. Like if she try to push in for a takedown, I don't even know if she's got the strength to handle those knees to the body. It might not even get to a left hook to the body. It might be knees to the body from Casey O'Neill, man. So I just think I don't think that'll work. Sorry, Axel. I just wanted to explain that a little bit. Okay, 14. Ariane De Silva. Ariane De Silva, she got a puncher's chance. But Ariane De Silva, she's a little timid sometimes. Ariane De Silva is a little timid, man. Like for somebody that hits hard and uses that violence nickname, when you start hitting her back sometimes, she'll get pushed back. She'll get pushed back. I don't really see her having the strength or even going for a takedown in that fight. Ariane De Silva, I'd say she's got more of a puncher's chance to win, but I don't know. I don't know if she could pull that off. That's a big striker too. Ariane gets hit too. Number 13, Jasmine, man. Y'all think that might be the first time Jasmine get put out? Jasmine's probably a tough style now. Jasmine, I would say that girl, she might have a chance. Like she has like polished up her striking a little bit. But Fatima Klein was lighting her up too. She just didn't have the power to really hurt her. But Jasmine, she might have the chance to do something. That style might be a little bit more interesting there because Jasmine probably could get her down. Maybe. She's got the strength in wrestling. Like, if it gets on the ground, I think she would do more than Tyler would have been able to do, or like even Jenna Bishop. They didn't really get a chance to do much, but I think that Jasmine, that would be like that rough, scrappy fight there that she might actually be able to do something. That's the one thing I say would give her some problems. Number 12, Karine Silva. Karine Silva was doing a lot of marching forward in that Viviane Araújo fight. Karine Silva. If Karine Silva can get it to the ground, it would be interesting. But she had trouble with De Silva too. Styles start to kind of come into play here. So, yeah. Tracy Cortez. Man, Tracy Cortez, she was getting lit up by Rose, though. She was getting lit up by Rose. Let me see. I'm just putting something here. Okay, there it is. Okay. I don't know about that one. E-Boss, I don't know. Oh, E-Boss, I don't know. E-Boss, my girl, E-Boss. No. I would be going for E-Boss, though. E-Boss take a lot, though, man. She get hit a lot. And she had that, she suffered that fractured orbital bone, too. Oh, my girl. No. Araújo is strong. Araújo is strong. If Araújo can get in the clinch, I think Araújo would have more success as far as maybe getting the takedown. But she got rocked too by Karine Silva. The defense, a lot of defense here, man. Bad defense from a lot of these fighters. That's what's going to mess them up. Now I'm going down the list here. A lot of girls here messing up here with the bad defense. And I don't know if she could take a body shot either. I don't know. She is strong, though. She is strong. The only ones I could say might have like a weird freak chance is Jasmine and Viviane Araújo right now. Those are the ones I would say. I'm not even gonna mention Caitlin Chikagan because she's doing her, she's out right now. She's out right now. Andrade need to go back down to 115. That's what that is. That is a quick finish. Ooh, Rose, can you hang? Can Rose hang? Oh man, can Rose Namajunas hang, man? Rose got some skills now. Rose got good timing, man. Think Rose gets hurt. But then, oh man, Manon hurt Rose to the body. And she's strong too. So Dakota's strong, she might do like Manon and clinch her up and then hit her in the stomach like Manon did. And she ain't gonna stop though. There's a difference. She ain't gonna stop. Oh no. Rose, Rose ain't really a flyweight either, too. So Natalia Silva. I think Natalia Silva has a chance. I think Natalia Silva moves a lot and she's awkward. I think Natalia Silva could win on points. I think Natalia Silva could actually win this fight. I don't care what anybody say. I think once she sees that length come, she's going to read it. She's going to get in her shots in and out. She just got to chill on all that movement so she don't wear herself down. And she's a 5-round fighter too. I think Natalia, she can go the distance now. Natalia Silva, she can move. Natalia Silva, she's strong in the clinch too. And she's working on her, like, I'll say she's the one that has like the conditioning. She's the one that has the conditioning to actually do something. Like, I think she can take some shots too. Like, and she knows how to roll with some things. So I'll say, yeah, I'll give Natalia Silva much more of a chance than most of these fighters. So far. Macy, I would give Macy Barber more of a shot than I would Tyler. I don't know if she'll win because, again, I don't know how that midsection would withstand some body punches. But Macy in the clinch might be a little bit more dangerous. Might be a little bit more dangerous, man. I think Macy in the clinch, she's got good elbows. She get a little rough in there. Her downfall might be the outside game, waiting too much, waiting too much and not letting strikes go, Aaron, man, Aaron's got to work on defense, Aaron's really got to work on defense to be effective. And I don't know, man, like if she's as strong as Manon, then that might fare the same because we already know the power is there. There's got to be some changes. There's got to be a lot of changes because, if you drop 2 rounds like she did to Rose, I'm just being real. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess. Manon, I think Manon has a good chance. I don't care what anybody says. I think Manon does better against strikers. I think she gets a read. She just has to beware the body, though. She got to beware the body shots. I think Manon has that work and that strength to keep it interesting on the inside. I think she's just got to be quicker with her combinations, use her timing. But still, man, those body shots are something. They got to be aware of that. And, I know she's working on her boxing and everything. That's why she got to work on keeping her hands up. I see more like strikers being like Grasso, Valentina too. I see the strikers being more of a problem. I see strikers being more of a problem. More so similar to how like Joanna was, I think same thing with like Joanna. Strikers were more Joanna's problem. They're that good of a striker. Your takedown defense is great. You're more worried about wrestlers and grapplers. So I would give more of the strikers in the division a chance. So me, I would say Macy might be interesting. But to me, I think the ones that would be the high challenge for her would be like Manon and Natalia. On the lower part, big girl Jasmine. Big girl Jasmine might be something. She might be something, but I don't know. Let me see. Did I click on that? 2 Beats, that's you, man?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Not much, man. Enjoying this conversation or this stream.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it, man. Hold on. Todd Johnson said Valentina isn't afraid. She will use her jiu-jitsu. No, yeah, Valentina ain't afraid of nobody. No, Valentina is not afraid of anybody. And we got to remember, man, she fought bantamweights. So if anybody has good ground control to keep her down, would be Valentina. 100%. 100%. So what was your take on the fight, man? What'd you take away from it?
Well, like I mentioned in the I think it was the last time I was on, that I'd be disappointed because I couldn't watch it. I was only able to see some like super ripped, like freaking the worst kind of bootleg you could possibly imagine. And I was really just looking to see for like highlights and stuff because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to watch the fight. But yeah, based on the highlights, I mean, the only thing I could pick up from it, because it was so low quality, was that Tyler was doing like a lot of sitting back. It seemed like to me, like a lot of waiting. And I couldn't see a whole lot, but I know that from like highlights and stuff, there was a lot of body work being done, the clinch and all that good stuff. And I watched a lot of Dakota's finishes, like PFL, they put up like a little video of all their finishes and stuff like that. So I knew that if she was going to get it done, she was probably going to implement the body shots and all that, which me personally, I love it. Like I'm like you with that. Like I just wish people would invest more into it. And I don't think a lot of fighters do, especially not to the level that she does. So, I mean, my personal verdict on Dakota, like I ain't never like I wasn't on either side of the fence. I wasn't someone who was hyping her. I wasn't someone who was like, hey, chill out, she ain't nothing. Like I was just a spectator. Like I was just watching to see what she was doing, kind of like I didn't really have an opinion. But yeah, after this, for me, like after the Jenna Bishop fight really was when I was like, okay, Dakota's definitely like a pretty high level fighter, because we seen what we seen with Jenna Bishop, how she fought Tyler, where, wasn't it a split decision in that fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, so, Jenna Bishop being able to be competitive with, once again, Tyler Santos, who was, someone who arguably people argue that beat Valentina. I thought that win over Jenna was already like impressive. So then when she goes and stops Tyler, who's like, 25 fights in, never been finished, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you feel about Dakota, that's an impressive win. Now, granted, me personally, I don't believe that Dakota fought nowhere near the best Tyler that has ever fought. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the best
Okay, that's a good
Tyler,
point.
the best
I haven't
Tyler is
heard too many.
probably like
I haven't heard
10.
too many people say that. And why you say that?
Well, yeah, like the best Tyler, let's call that 10 on a scale of
Mhm.
1 to 10. Dakota probably fought about a 6 or a 7, maybe.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was probably like 60, 70% of the best Tyler we've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if that was kind of to do with the kind of the what they refer to it as, like the backstage issues, like her gym and all that kind of shenanigans that was going on, her team and all that stuff. I feel like that played into it. The orbital bone fracture, that kind of played into it, kind of took her momentum. And then the loss to Aaron, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like, I mean, she regrouped in PFL, you know what I'm saying, to an extent, but I don't know. Like, I feel like that was probably a 6 or 7, because she was like I said, I got a super bootleg, horrible version of the fight playing, but I saw a lot of sitting back, from Tyler, and what you call Dakota pushing the pace, coming forward, kicks. She landed some good leg kicks in the first round that I noticed. And then she hurt her initially with the hands in the second round, and then got the clinch, I think, like maybe 2 or 3 times. And then that third clinch is where she landed that one knee, disengaged, landed the shot to the body. And then that first shot is really what crumpled her. The other two, she didn't even flinch. She was so focused on that first one that landed.
Yeah.
So it's really only one body shot that
Right.
crumpled her over.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like my official verdict, man, like Dakota's legit, like very much so legit, competitive. If she were to fight 1 through 10, you could put her in there 1 through 10, in my opinion. Because
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, it was only, like I said, a 60, 70% of the best Tyler we saw,
That's
but
still pretty good though.
that 60, 70% still
Mm-hmm.
beat, 10 through 15, in my
Right.
opinion. So, you know, I feel like, yeah, like, she's definitely legit. I find her to be an exciting fighter from what I've seen. And on top of that, I mean, 13 finishes, only 1 decision, and that was like 8 fights ago. So, I mean, you can't be mad at it.
What is what is Tyler's issues, do you think? Like, why has she not improved since coming over here? Why does it seem like she's more on the downside to you?
Well, I can only go based off of the little bit of footage that I've seen from the Dakota fight. Because to me, it's just like, I feel like the biggest downfall was that issue that she had outside of the cage, which was with the team. I don't know all the details, but I feel like it was kind of like a turning point for her. Now,
Mm.
granted, I didn't see her fights in PFL prior to the Dakota fight. You feel what I'm saying? So I can't really speak too much on those ones particularly, but I noticed, like, since the Aaron fight, it was kind of like the cardio wasn't there, that tapered off in that fight. And then on top of that, she started getting landed on more in that third round. And then speaking on the Aaron fight, So to me, it started way back then. And then I guess, you know, I don't know how her fights in PFL went, but, you know, apparently she went split decision with Jenna. So, you know what I mean? Apparently there was moments in there where she wasn't doing too well too. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think it started from, it's kind of like a, what they call like a snowball effect, where it kind of like got to the worst point when it hit Dakota's fight.
Yeah, man. I think so too, man. Like, I think that, I don't know, man. I think it really does have something to do with, like I said, I give Dakota full credit for beating somebody that came from the UFC, with no doubt. But as a fight fan and somebody that's watching the sport, everybody still has to kind of acknowledge that, yeah, the Tyler that you've seen maybe work her way up before the title shot looks physically a little bit different than this one. You know what I mean? Like, there's something about it, even in her eyes. Like, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if she needs a new team. I don't know if they're not like going over new things, but to me, it just seems like going into this fight with this type of fighter, they should have been really working on like offense to get your takedowns and you know, your wrestling. Because you see Dakota worked her takedown defense. It got better since the last fight. Like, you see a big change, and you see it in the cage. Like, you see better results. You see the work. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm giving her more credit now, because the results are showing through a higher level of an opponent now. Like, now you can stand on that. Like, now you just can't guess or assume. Like, looking at Dakota bounce back up quick shows me that, okay, they know what their game plan is in the gym. This is what we're going to work on. We're going to work on your scramble game. We're going to work on this. We're going to work on that. You getting up constantly, you know? Whereas Tyler, it's like, oh, yeah, it seems like, oh, yeah, you know, our ground game is better. We can go in there and take her down. We're going to do the same drills. But no, they just don't seem like they were doing different drills. You know, it don't really seem like they were improving from the last fight, even with their takedowns, because she made some of the same mistakes that she made in the Aaron fight. Winds up on the bottom, same way she did when she fought Aaron. I'm like, well, you know, how's she doing this? You know?
Yeah, double underhooks I noticed too at that point.
Yeah, double underhooks right there.
That was shocking.
Threw it all the way, man. But hang on. Got James in the building. What's up, James? James fell asleep. There you go.
Oh, James present in the chat. It's a chat now, man.
He took. I saw him take his mic off mute. I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. Hold on, is that the background of your the mic? I hear like someone saying yo or something.
That might be.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard that. Yeah, I hear you now.
Can you? Yo, you can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo. Okay, I'm good. Or okay, you hear me good?
Good, bro.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, she's good. She's good. Dakota, she's good, man. I like her stand up. Like for once, Double X, he has a girl that he doesn't have to get delusional about, you know? Okay. For once, for once, he has a real girl, bro. Good for him. Good for him.
Man, it only took about 15 seconds for me to start laughing while James Prez was on the freaking
yo, bro,
stream.
But that's what I'm saying though, James. You agree then, right, James? We wanted to see her tested, right?
Right, bro. Yo, she's honestly, bro, Combo, I think you give her fucking top 5 right away, bro. Fuck it. Let's see if she's the real deal, bro. Okay. I think she handles herself in the top 5. Like let's say you give her Aaron like right away. Like bro, like on paper, you don't think she has a great shot against Aaron? No, bro, if she avoids the takedown, bro, she'll fucking wash Aaron on the feet. But I think Aaron will take it, like at least much more than Santos did. So like all the girls that you named in the top 15, bro, like top 10, like most of them she'll beat, bro. Like on paper, like after, even though Santos, I agree with 2B Santos, like whatever, we could say she was like 80%, 70% of what she was, bro. She still like destroyed her. She made her look like nothing, bro. Like it was embarrassing, basically. And she stopped her, so she hits hard. And you're right, she hits hard. She has power, and she throws combinations into the body. No, she has good stand up, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna hate. She has good stand up. Like she will never fuck with the one, but she has good stand up. You know what I mean? Like honestly, it's like you said. Honestly, the three girls. It's like Manon, Natalia. I think most people are starting to like see these girls as like the top three, and Aaron a little behind. You know, so I think you give her top 5, bro. Top 7 at worst, bro. Give her like, bro. Who are you gonna give her besides, like, let's say besides Aaron, Grasso, Barber? You think Barber takes the fight, bro? Barber's not gonna take the fight.
Man,
I want her to. I would like to see the fight, but the question is, would she?
Barber, she want that. She want that.
No,
Grasso
Barber,
fight,
I don't know, man. I feel like Barber, she just wants Grasso or Rose, bro.
Yeah.
I think Barber will take Rose even now, bro. As crazy as it is, like Rose losing, taking back a step, whatever. I don't know. Barber is weird, bro. Like it's not, I don't dislike her. She's cool, all that, but her mindset, see, that's why I kind of respect Erin more, even though I don't necessarily like Erin. I still respect her mindset more, bro. Erin is like, yo, give me whoever. But I think right now, Erin, if you give her Natalia Silva, you think she's gonna take it?
If they gave Aaron Natalia, I think she would take it. Because,
but don't you think she might take it, but deep down she's gonna be like, fuck, might be another Manon type situation, or might even be worse. Like she's fast, moves a lot.
Yeah,
good takedown.
I think it would. I think it would be similar to how Marina Rodriguez took Lemos, and it messed up her chances to get back up there. So I think it'd be something that like she might just take because there's no other choice right now since Grasso got her leg broke. So I think she would prefer Grasso, but Natalia, I think, would be that one that beat her. You know, honestly, yeah. But I think she would take it.
Okay, you think she would take it? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same thing. I think that Grasso getting hurt, like deep down, she was like, "Fuck," you know, you know, because in her head she was like, "Yo, Grasso, okay, cool. I could take her down, whatever. Avoid the boxing." But yeah, Silva, bro, good luck. It's gonna be, like I said, bro. All these girls right now, man, the top 3, like it's still. Like they're still the top 1, bro. We know what it is, but still, we got Manon, and you got Silva, bro. Who you got besides that? That's like the girl that you look at and you're like, like these 3 still have they're gonna be hard to beat thing, right? Erin, you could see how people could beat her, and all the other girls, Rose, Barber, who's there, bro? So Dakota, if she comes in, bro, she fits in perfectly, bro. She could do damage, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, she could do damage, bro. But do you think, let me ask you this, bro. Does PFL work like UFC? Can they because PFL has an interest in Dakota in, yo, am I sounding like too loud? Or,
no, you're good. It's just
okay,
right.
Okay. Yo, because Dakota, it's like Kayla, bro. Like she's in the same position for me with PFL like Kayla was. She's their girl. She's like the only girl that's outside of the UFC that can compete with UFC. That the only girl that they can say, yo, like, okay, now Bullet is the champ, so it's hard to say she's better than Bullet. But if someone else was the champ, they would. Even now, some people would compare her to Bullet and say she can beat her and whatever. So they have a girl that's a top dog, like UFC flyweights, like Kayla was when she was at PFL. So do you think, okay, they're going to offer her more money? Me personally, bro, I give her 1 year grace, meaning if she doesn't come to the UFC in next year, If she doesn't come to the UFC 2026, bro, I'm starting to shit on her because she's gonna show me that she's either basically she's going. It's cool, bro. Go for the money. Because all these girls, basically, they don't care about us. Like, they care about legacy, bro. They're supposed to care about legacy, about being the best. But, bro, if she comes, like, in 2 years or 3 years, yo, F this, bro. It's like, you're clearly not about legacy, bro. You're clearly, like, aging these girls out. And unless she comes in the UFC in, like, 2-3 years and she becomes, like, the new Bullet. And she becomes, like, a dominant champ, like, but Bullet might be... I don't know if Bullet will still be around, bro. But anyways, you know what I mean? So let's say, do you think next year, what's the odds of her coming and having a fight next year? Some people say UFC London in March. Bro, that's not going to happen.
No, that ain't going to happen. That's too early.
That's not going to happen, bro. Like it's possible, but bro, she has to like evaluate her options. There's a lot of negotiations. You know, even though she could come in March in London and she could become a star, that would be a good move, bro. Because I think that honestly, even though PFL might give her more money, like it looks like she gets $1 million or whatever, bro, she'll make money with UFC as well. Sponsors, you know, she'll become a bigger brand and will be able to make money outside the sport even more than in PFL. So I can see this girl becoming a star, especially because she's like a KO artist. If she keeps winning, bro, keeps knocking these girls out, she could become a star, bro. You know, and she can make more money like on the long term with the UFC and have legacy. So anyways, to ask her like a direct question, like what's the odds of her coming to UFC next year, in your opinion?
I honestly think
like have one fight in UFC in 2025.
I think the odds right now, like if you're thinking like the first half of the year, are really slim because I don't know what her contract looks like right now. But like when the interviewer brought it up, she acknowledged like, I know that people are gonna get mad at me if I choose to stay and fight another season because they're gonna say I fight nobodies. And she's like, I want to fight the best. So I think it really depends on what her contract looks like right now. Like, is it extended to another season? Or if it ends now, I could see her coming to the UFC maybe like the last quarter of 2025 because knowing the position that she's in and how she's getting $1 million now, she's not going to just jump into the UFC because even Kayla didn't. Remember, like Kayla didn't get the first contract that Dana sent to her. Like when there was going to be a situation where she could have went, she didn't take it. So I think that she's probably going to wait till like later in the year to see what they offer her. But honestly, I don't think she needs to wait that long. I don't think she does.
Is it 1 million per tournament?
It is.
So it's really
okay. So Kayla stayed how many tournaments in the PFL before coming? 1 or 2?
How many did she do? She did a number of
at least 2.
Yeah, I want to say 3. Because she
and how many tournaments did Dakota do up until now?
I think this is the second one.
This is her second. Yeah, this is her second.
So her money in the PFL, like salary from the PFL, she did exactly 2 million. She won both.
I think the first one was 100,000. One it was like Europe or some crap.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. I could be wrong. I thought that's what it was.
You gotta remember PFL, they give you that little stipend every month too, like when you don't fight too, or something like that. I think you still get that too. I'm not sure if it's like the months when you're not fighting or
but the big part is the 1 million, like for the tournament.
Yeah, for the tournament. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say she stays in the because like I said, for me, I give her 1 year grace. Okay. Like she can stay because I see it like you, Combo. Like next year, if she comes, it's gonna be by the end of next year, at the earliest. Right, like September to December, whatever, something like that. So if she doesn't, cool. Let's say 2026. So if she doesn't in 2025, what's she gonna do? They're gonna do how is she gonna earn money from PFL? Are they gonna do like another tournament and she's gonna earn another $1 million if she wins?
Man, the thing is, like they could, but the question is like, who else are you gonna get? Like at this point,
There's no girls for another tournament, right? Like right now.
There's really not. Like a lot of the girls that they had, like some of the girls that were in this tournament got injured or out. Some of them are from Bellator, and let's be real, like these girls aren't really up to that speed. Like you could bring some fighters in, but there's no girls that's going to be a challenge, basically.
So if she stays next year in PFL, she has to fight like and get paid per fight, right?
Unless they do like a tournament.
So PFL works what? Just tournaments? If there's no tournament, like they don't plan a tournament, you can't just have a fight like UFC. You just fight someone like the next girl.
They do like a regular season too. They do like those little regular seasons that they do where you can just fight. Yeah. But I never really seen them like set it up where you can like defend the belt though. You know, they don't really have.
Okay, you never seen a girl defend. Okay, like outside of a tournament.
Right.
Okay, that's crazy. So okay, but bro, you heard about the like side note. You heard like fighters complaining about PFL. Like you have Pitbull, the Brazilian in PFL. You have a couple guys. They're saying that the PFL, like they're not even the coach Duke Rufus. He for his fighter Pettis' brother. A lot of fighters, high level like fighters, they're complaining that in the PFL right now, like they're in the dark. The fighters basically kind of like PFL is not like doesn't seem to have big plans for the future, bro. Like I'm not saying they're going broke or nothing, but they don't have fight sets. The fighters are like, yo, we gotta get paid, gotta feed my family. You know what I mean? I gotta make money, and they don't necessarily respond to their calls right away. Like did you hear something about that or nothing at all?
I haven't heard about that.
Right. So plus you add the fact, like you said, bro, I think she's gonna come to the UFC, bro. Bottom line, I think she's gonna come to the UFC. I think she is about legacy. Bro, look at Kayla, bro. I respect Kayla because, bro, she came to the UFC and she went to a crazy division where she has to like overdo it to cut weight and all that just to, you know.
Yeah.
So respect on that level. But Dakota, I think she wants to come to the UFC, bro. You know, so it's just a matter of time. Like for me, it's impossible she's not gonna come. Like I put it this way, bro. There's like basically not even 1% that she never comes.
I'll tell you this, James. Look, like you were saying earlier, like if she don't do it by the 2026, we have reason to dump on her because unlike Kayla, you know, Kayla, she could have done either. She could have went to the UFC or she could have stayed to fight Cyborg. But Dakota, she actually doesn't have any more competition. She actually cleaned it out. So to me, she's more sort of position where she's got to go now because the best division in the world right now is considered the flyweight division, you know, so you've done enough to get there now. So I think that has to be her stop now because all these other girls that won little belts and like Cage Warriors and LFA, and they would go to the Contender Series, they get signed, you know, and some of them ain't even like ready. But I think Dakota's finally like official off of this win. So there really shouldn't be a holdup. You know what I mean? Like no more than a year. That's why I say, like you were saying, I give her just that grace, that 1 year grace period, but it can't be any longer than that to me.
Yeah, go ahead, Two Beast, man. I don't know if you have something to say.
Nah, I've been kind of zoned out looking at these comments, man.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna repeat what they talk about, but one thing I'll address is the women's hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power. I gotta think of a short way to say that. HCIX.
Yeah.
But he says women division doesn't have much. I mean, it depends. Like
what he say? What he say?
That much. He said women's division doesn't have much. I think he's referring to like the competition or whatever.
Where?
And like 135, I won't argue that. I will say selfishly, I think Kayla does have competition in Juliana Pena. You feel what I'm saying? I do think that's competitive. Say what you want about Juliana. I don't think that's
I'm kind of changing my mind on that. She might
have competition at 135.
Yeah, against Pena. Like I could see Pena maybe being a problem, man, especially if Kayla's,
I think it'll be competitive, bro, with Pena. I don't think that she'll dog walk Pena or whatever. Maybe she'll tire. You never know how she is in the champ rounds, bro. Maybe she tires out, like the extra weight cut plus the muscles. Like I don't know. And Pena, I don't think Pena is gonna get, even if, let's say, best case scenario for Kayla, she gets her down, she beats her up, bro. I still don't think you know how John Jones whooped Stipe in the first round and Stipe took it? I think Pena could take it at least for a round. I don't think the first time she starts beating her ass, if it happens, Pena is gonna be out. You know, Pena is gonna take a lot. Yo, Pena just lost. How she lost, bro? She just lost by submission. Did she ever get stopped, like from anything, like KO, TKO, whatever, like ground and pound, or never?
No, she's only been submitted by
right by GDR and Bullet, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, she only has 2 losses.
No,
Nunes.
She's only been submitted.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, she lost.
Let's
probably
not forget
other,
about Norma Dumont too. I mean, to me,
yeah.
that's
Dumont is big too, bro.
Yeah, she's competition.
She's kind of gonna be like a like how Ketlin was, but like with better movement, better striking. So, and then over the course of 5 rounds, that's definitely competitive. You feel what I'm saying? So, but now outside of that, but hey, selfishly again, I'll say depending on how Jacqueline looks in her next fight, you feel what I'm saying? That's more potential competition. I just think her energy, man, like, if you ever check out her IG, man, it's just something about her energy. She's like constantly in the gym, constantly working. And I don't know, it's the energy she's bringing. Jacqueline, I mean, where it's like she got to win her fights and make her way up there, but that's the dark horse that I'm keeping an eye on. And despite what y'all might think about her, Aileen Perez as well is like, she got work to do, but she got to make the weight.
Who's that girl, bro? No, this is not to cut you off, man. Bro, I did not to cut you off, man. I'll make it quick. Yo, the way she fucking does her dance, bro. Bro, this shit is disrespectful as fuck, man. No joke. Like, it's not even funny. It's like if she does that to someone, like after stopping, bro, you would, like, the person that loses, you feel like going like coming back up and fucking whooping her for real, like after the bell, like cheap shot type shit, you know? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe me, like, it pisses me off a little more than normal.
I think whatever device you're using is muffed slightly. It's where it's hard to hear you.
You're not hearing good?
Yeah,
there you go. It's good now.
Yeah.
Okay. Because maybe bro, I'm saying, like, the move she does, man, is mad disrespectful, man. It's not even like funny. It's like let's say you whoop someone and you go shake your ass next to their head, bro. Like, I just beat you and like take that.
Look, man, that is just look. You can say what you want about A-Lee, man, and I was ready to dismiss her after that Stephanie Egger fight. I was ready to dismiss her, but then she turned it around. And I'm not talking about that turnaround. I'm talking about turnaround as in, like her fight career.
She did her thing.
Yeah, like
inside the cage.
She started beating girls. You know what I'm saying? 4-5 went. So I mean, look.
Well, what do you think is her ceiling?
Honestly, if she keep improving at the trajectory she's improving, she could be top 5. But my prediction is top 10, maybe
6 or 7.
What'd you say, Combo? Top 7?
Maybe like 6 or 7 for me.
What's the top 5 now, man? You got what? You got Norma. You got
Macy Chasson.
You got Pena of Champ. Rocky still there.
And Ketlin.
Caitlin. Yo, these girls, man. Caitlin, fucking, bro. I hate the girls, man, that come and fucking do nothing, bro. Honestly, man. Caitlin, big as she is and all that, man. Anyways, yeah, Caitlin, I don't know, bro. Will she ever fight for a title, or it's just a matter of time before she might beat some of these girls? Like, who's the biggest, like, who has the most potential to, like, become champ, Like besides Kayla, let's say.
I
Because
think
Kayla, I
Norma.
don't know how many fights she still have, bro.
I would say Norma. I'd say Norma Dumont does.
Normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robot Chicken Wing said Perez is dancing on their graves.
Dancing on their graves? On their graves?
Oh man, yeah, on their
Ah,
graves.
dancing on their graves. I'm not crazy, man. You're crazy, bro.
Oh man.
Yo, but
I mean,
yo,
that's
when do you guys think that yo, you heard Pena saying that she would like to fight Nunes and Kayla and retire?
Yeah. I did a video on that. Yeah, she trying to wrap it up, man. What do y'all think that's it, man? Do y'all think she gonna get both fights, or do you think she's just gonna call it a day if she loses one, or what?
I think that she prefers Nunes. If she gets Nunes, it's gonna be on Nunes. Nunes controls if she gets Nunes or she doesn't get Nunes. Simple as that. If Nunes might wait and see what happens. That's what I think Nunes might do. Wait and see what happens between both of them, Kayla and Pena, and fight the winner. But I don't know.
muffed again.
I don't even know when they're gonna do that.
Yeah, you muffled.
I'm muffled.
Yeah,
I'm good now, or not even.
still muffled.
I'm not sure, bro. Wait. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Now you can.
Yeah, bro. When I'm not even sure when they're gonna do the fight, Pena and Kayla. You think? You think that's the fight they're gonna do next? I think they have to do it next, unless Nunes like wants next or something.
She said that she was trying to do it International Fight Week. I think when is that? June?
Like July, August max. That's exactly what I thought, bro. That's exactly what I had in my mind, bro. I thought they're gonna fight like International Fight Week, bro.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say I think I think Nunes still might not give Pena that fight. Even if she go in there and stop Kayla Harrison, I think Nunes still won't fight her. Just to troll her.
So let me ask you this, bro. Do you think Nunes, honestly, in your gut, like in your heart, do you think Nunes prefers to fight Kayla or Pena?
Oh, she definitely want to fight Kayla. She do not want to fight Pena.
Yeah.
And it's not even a matter of being scared. It's not a matter of, that she thinks she can't beat her. For one,
it's not scared. But you think that Nunes, bro, you think that Nunes is more like, I know she's confident in both cases, but let's just say whatever.
Dang, it's like fading out. Like it was.
Yeah, that was weird. It was like
I don't know. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, now you're good.
Bro, okay, wait. I'll just Yo,
it's like your chair's rolling away from the microphone or something.
Do you think that between both of them?
Hey man, what device you using? It might be like a headphone, like the mic sometimes like pressing to your chest or something like that.
Let me come back, bro. Let me come back.
All right. I'm gonna remove you, then you can come back. All right, I removed him for a minute. Hybrid said Nunes is not the same. She's in prime Nunes. Kayla would beat her. I think it's still the fight that she would want. I think Nunes would still win that fight, though. I think Nunes' power and her striking is next level still. If anything, it might just be the fact that her not bringing the same killer instinct, maybe, But I think, skill wise, should be no problem. Let me see. Todd said Kayla's unstoppable. Her style is unprecedented. The one thing keep her from being unstoppable is the weight cuts, though, because that thing will send you straight to the ER. She was up in the ER the other week, man. So that might be the one thing that I could say would stop her. Like, she grows as a fighter, and she's very tough. Like, I'll give Kayla that. Like, she'll fight, and she's really scrappy when she's on the ground. Like, that's the one thing I could give Kayla over Tyler Santos and any of them, man. It's like when she gets you down, she's dropping elbows. Okay. She's got ground and pound. So yeah, Kayla definitely has that, but I just feel like her downfall would probably would be that weight cut. All right, let's try this device. All right, you there, James?
Wait. Give me a second.
Okay. All right.
Yikes. I will say this, man. Like, what's it? Colossus said Kayla's gonna sit on Pena, man. Look, man, not that I learned my lesson, but I thought like a lot of people would have learned, man. Like, doubting Pena is just. I feel like we should have learned as a whole, as an MMA community, to not doubt Juliana Pena. I mean, we're two championships into this now. You know what I'm saying? So selfishly, I gotta, chime in for Pena and defend her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop doubting this girl, man. Like that's one dog you just don't doubt until you've seen the fight, and then you can be like, oh, okay, she didn't have it. She couldn't get it done. Cause everybody and their mama said she wasn't gonna beat Nunes in no way, shape, or form. So I am forever done doubting Pena. Especially after she went out there and beat Rocky when everybody said she was gonna beat her. So it's like, I mean, you can't doubt results, man. So she could sit on it, but I just, I have to see that on fight day.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, bro, what do you mean by doubt? Like doubt in terms of, bro, because like not giving her a shot at all against Kayla. Is that what doubt means, or not being competitive, or her losing for sure, or?
Well, I mean, like, I feel like a lot of people feel like Kayla just gonna smash Pena, which, I mean, I think there's a less chance of that and a more chance of it being competitive. Like, because I thought that there's no way Pena was gonna win the fight if it stayed standing the whole time.
With the Rocky.
And right. And it ended up being that, people can say what they want, but stats are the stats. And the reality is that she won the first round based on landing more shots at a higher accuracy. And I didn't think that was even possible. And then I watched it back and counted it myself. You feel what I'm saying? So I even myself doubted her in that Raquel fight. I'm like, dang, man, I don't know if she can get it. I thought that she could get it done. I didn't know if she could get it done if it stayed standing for too long. And then she did it. So now I'm going into this Kayla fight, and people are like, yo, she's gonna smash her. I'm like, that's what logic would make you think, she's gonna freaking smash her. And logic would make you think that Nunes is gonna smash her in that first fight. And it's just like every single time, I'm just like, I can't just fully put a stamp on Pena getting beat in a fight anymore, man. I just can't do it.
No, stop it. She's far from unbeatable. Now, if you're saying that she's not gonna get smashed, okay, I can rock with that. I'm not like, it could be competitive. Like, so how you think it's gonna play out? Basically, like right now at this moment, how you think it would play out? Who do you favor? 60-40? Like, give me a little more details, or how, like a finish, stoppage, decision, 3-2, 4-1. Like right now, what do you think?
While you think on that for a second, I want to say this though. I think for me, like, yeah, of course, yeah, we know Pena is beatable. Like, she's definitely not unbeatable. But
right.
I think that for like what 2Beast is saying too, this for me though is like, you're gonna leave knowing you've been in a fight with Juliana Pena, and
not when you're the one, bro.
Look,
Go ahead.
She
go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Valentina did get the finish, but
go ahead, bro. She won the first round. Bro, people are crazy on the first round, bro. Yeah. She put her on her ass twice, and Pena was starting to do work in the second round before she got stopped, bro. That's it.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I was gonna say too. Is look, Pena, to beat her, you got to finish her though.
I was just playing with you, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
I know Pena's not gonna give it
like,
to
you can, like, anytime you're in a fight with Pena, she's gonna put you through a fight. you're gonna know you've been in a fight with her. So it's not like she's technically the best. It's more so her heart. You know what I mean? Like her heart tests your heart. And if you ain't got that heart, you gonna hang or you get crumbled. You get crushed. Because look at Rocky. Like Rocky had the technique, but Rocky fought to her level. And if you fighting the Pena's level and you just fighting with heart too, yeah, Pena's gonna win. So if her and Kayla fight, Kayla got to make sure her heart is at that same level, man. Like if she can't, let's say if her strength ain't up to par, if the weight cuts are rough, she gonna be in some trouble. But if Kayla's just able to use her strength and her size and grappling and just overpower, yeah, it'd be a different story. She could stop her, So for Kayla Harrison to stop Juliana Pena, it's going to have to be just like this whole one-sided thing where she just catches her and she's just too powerful. But if for some reason her levels are kind of off and she's fighting like on pure heart, it'll be a little bit more competitive, man.
So you're saying for her to stop her, she has to dominate her like from the start.
Yeah, like she gotta make sure her strength and condition is up. Like she can't come in there like sitting back or feeling weak. She's got to go in there and like show you the strength difference.
Do you think? Anything is possible, but still, do you think that Pena can stop Kayla?
Can Pena stop Kayla?
I would say, yeah.
It'd
have to be fourth, fifth round though.
How do you think she does it? Like hands?
Chance, right?
I think
not good.
I think it's gonna be similar to the Nunes fashion if it does happen, where it's like worn down, probably because of the weight cut issue, and it's like fourth, fifth round. Kayla done put a whole lot of effort into trying to put away Pena or whatever, and just Pena ain't going away. And then the other thing too, I think her striking is going to be underestimated potentially. Pena's is. Because like I said, I didn't think she could hang with Rocky in a striking bout, and she did. So, in my opinion, the striking is going to be very interesting. Because, Kayla's doing good with her striking as well. But I also feel like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like the longer the fight goes, the more it favors Pena. And Pena's not going to go away, especially since she's not coming off of a 2+ year layoff in elevation and only spent a week there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is a whole different ballgame where it's like,
Yo, do you know why she spent only a week? She said that when she fought Bullet, I'm not sure where they fought, but apparently it's elevation. She came before, and basically it was useless for her. Like, she thinks it's more of a mental thing and whatever. That's why she came like late for this time. So, anyways, just for the okay, let me put it this way, bro. Maybe Kayla can submit Pena as well. So basically, are you counting more on Kayla's cardio starting to like being bad the longer it goes? Because I think Kayla has heart, bro. You remember the fight with Pacheco?
Nah, I didn't see the Pacheco fight, man. I wish I did.
The one Kayla lost. You know that fight combo, right?
Yeah, I remember.
Yo, bro, she took damage in that fight, man. She took I remember Pacheco from the bottom, bro. She was landing some crazy. Was it like this, bro? Like, that's how I remember. Was it Kayla was on the bottom? No, Kayla was on top. Pacheco was on bottom, on the ground, and she was landing these crazy shots from bottom, bro.
Yeah. Don't you remember? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, because Pacheco was really good off her back, and she was still that's what made one of the rounds kind of close, because Pacheco may have been on the bottom, but she was hitting Kayla with a lot of shots from the back.
Bro, it wasn't like small shots, bro. It was like, honestly, for me, from this position, for girls, for women, bro, it was one of the nastiest ground and pound, like the opposite side, bro, from bottom to top. Anyways, she took some damage in that fight, Kayla. And I think she has heart, Kayla. I think maybe like I said, the weight cut can make her cardio suspect the longer it goes. That's about it. I don't like, maybe she doesn't have the, like, okay, Pena is the dog. We know Pena like is the ladder, like the scale you measure to Pena when you talk about who has the dog, right? Pena is her. But Kayla, I think she's not far behind, bro. She might be on par with that too. So, but do we agree that the stand up Pena has the edge?
Yeah,
Or not even?
I think Pena's got the better long strikes.
Who's more
Man, that
who's more likely
that
to
that
hurt the
jab is underrated, man. It's
Yeah.
catching people.
Yo, who's more likely to hurt the other on the feet?
Oh man,
That's tough.
that is tough because Kayla, she can throw a head kick too, man. Like she could throw a head kick, just from off of a couple of punches. She'll throw that head kick as a surprise. I think it depends on where Pena hits her, because if Pena hits her nose, she could cause some leakage. But
Hey,
Kayla,
Colosio.
Kayla took that one elbow from Ketlin really well, though, man. Like she got cracked in that clinch. Kayla took that shot well, man.
I'm telling you, Kayla can take a punch, bro. I think Kayla can take a punch, honestly, bro.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
I
so
don't think
too.
you're gonna take her out quick, bro. Like,
Well, let me
like
say this.
even,
No, I'm gonna say Kayla probably would hurt her first, because Pena's chin is starting to give out. Like Pena's chin is giving out. Like she can get up, she won't get knocked out, but she gets dropped easy. So
yeah.
I think I said Kayla. Kayla would hurt her first.
So how you think it's gonna play out? Like, what's the game plan? Kayla's game plan is gonna be the same, no? Like as for anyone else. Like, let's say I would think so. So what's Pena's game plan? Is Pena's gonna try to keep it more on the feet, walk on the ground? Well, what do you think?
I think for me, I think Pena should stay on the feet more. I think she should keep it on the feet, but I know she gets reckless sometimes. But I would say Pena's game plan should be more on the feet, since she's been able to, have success against Amanda and Rocky like that on higher levels, with higher level strikers. So it would be smart for her to turn angles and, just stand her ground even on the feet, but not like completely run from Kayla. But I would say keep it in the center and even fight mid range. But I think her game plan will be to get on the inside, to
But do you think Pena should keep it on the feet, like basically, like the whole fight? If she could keep it on the feet, it's
I
good for
think
her to keep
so.
it on the feet, though. Like, is she gonna be like welcoming still? Like, I understand she prefers, like, let's say she prefers to keep it on the feet, but she's not gonna be scared to go to the ground, or will she?
I don't think she'd be scared to. That's what I'm scared of, is the
I'm
fact
not
that
scared, not scared, not scared,
Good point.
like welcome it.
yeah. Yeah, I think she'll welcome it, and that's where Pena might lose the fight. She's gonna welcome like the
Man, that
ground.
damn armbar.
Yeah, she'll
You,
welcome
you
it.
don't think she should? You don't
I
like,
don't
if
think
you
she
were her
should.
coach, you would keep it on the feet.
I think that would be the best game plan, is to stay on the feet.
Don't do like fucking Holly Holm type shit.
No,
Holly Holm was crazy, bro.
because look, I'll tell you this. Look, if even though she says it was a just reckless mistake, look, if GDR submits you, Kayla Harrison got a hell of a chance to submit you.
Yeah, even Bullet submitter, and Bullet is not necessarily like this.
I give the Bullet more credit as far as submission artist. GDR, that was her very first submission.
Oh yeah. GDR, yeah, I understand. GDR, is worse than Bullet, but I
Yeah.
meant like still, like, for one of the very few times that I was kind of knocking Bullet, you could say, if you want, like, not calling her like an expert submission artist either. Like, she's
Yeah.
good, but she's not GDR. Yeah.
Hey, is that official? 312 Whaley Tatiana.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Colostrum, bro. Colostrum on the Discord. He keeps telling me exactly this, bro. He said, "Yo, bro, they were really gonna screw your girl combo. Apparently, they were trying to do Wei Li versus Bullet. Bullet is injured. She's not injured. Like, you understand, like, small injuries between fights.
Yeah,
And Bullet at her age now, bro, she wants, like, the off time is as important as the on time, as the training camp. And she wants to fight for a couple years. Like, she's not going anywhere soon, unless she starts getting whooped. Whatever, we'll see. But in her mind, she wants to, like go on another run, basically, right? So in her mind, she has to take time off, time on, time off. So they were gonna try to do it. Bullet said, "Yo, no, fuck it." They were gonna do it apparently like in Australia in February. No. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Something like this, right? Bullet was like, "Yo, it's too soon. Like, fuck it." But she didn't give them a date, like when she wants to come back still. And that's why apparently they scratched the Verna and Tatiana fight, right? Because now apparently they're trying to do Tatiana, because the whole confusion about this fight. They did Tatiana, then they made her with Verna, then they stopped it. Apparently it had something to do with them really wanting Bullet now pushing it back because she's not ready. So now they're gonna do again Tatiana Weili in February, and they're waiting on Bullet to give them the okay for when she's back to schedule against Manon.
Okay.
That's what he said. I don't know. He said like sources, whatever. So
okay. I mean, it would make sense now, like to go ahead and like I said, I don't know. I got to see something for myself, but I mean, it makes sense that they would go ahead and do Weili Suarez in February. I don't even know why they were even trying to consider Weili
bro, that's
Valentina.
crazy, man. To be honest, bro. You
Yeah.
know me, bro.
Psychotic.
I'm always fair. Like, to be honest, bro, it's crazy if they was gonna try to screw Manon like this, bro. To be honest, bro.
It is. Yeah, like that don't that doesn't even make sense at this point. Like when you already done
Bro, they
enough.
had her the backup fighter, man.
Yeah. So
And
yeah,
she cleaned the girls, whatever. She beat Aaron. She beat like
yeah,
what do you want to do with her, bro? Give her Natalia? That's crazy, bro.
yeah, nah, that wouldn't be fair. So yeah, they better go ahead and stick to that plan. Even if it costs Verna a fight, fine. I mean, go ahead and make Weili Suarez. That's
It's better, bro. To be like, for me,
better,
it's better. I think that Tatiana has a better shot, bro. In my opinion.
yeah. What? Let me ask y'all this though, man. Let me ask you this, James. I know we were talking about Dakota, but what do you see in Tyler Santos at this point, man? Like, you think she needs to hang it up? Do you think she'll ever get back to some point? Is she just damaged or what?
I don't know, bro. There's a lot of things behind the scenes with the story with her team, the screwing her coach, her cousin, or her husband, whatever. This whole thing. No, I don't think she ever comes back to what she was. Should she hang it up? Like she's not gonna be champ again, bro. Like as long as Dakota is in PFL, like she's never gonna beat Dakota, and she's not gonna come back to what she was. So then it becomes, does she want to fight just to fight, make money? That's another thing, bro. So, but I don't know what happened. Like, do you think something happened for her to start? Because, bro, it's not like it's been that long since she fought Bullet and Aaron. Even against Aaron in the first round, she was looking good. So maybe Dakota just made her look like shit too, bro. We gotta give credit to Dakota at the same time, bro. But I know like Santos went down a step for sure. But I don't know what caused it. Like, bro, she's been off like since the Bullet fight, bro. This whole thing started. She had an injury. She didn't want to go do surgery. And then the things behind the scene, the business wise, screwing this, screwing that. And then like people are saying she's not with her coaches anymore. Like, who's she training with?
I don't even know now because Gabby in the chat was saying that the team that she used to train with that consisted of Marina Rodriguez. Well, Marina Rodriguez posted on the PFL comment section and said karma.
Okay. So we understand what that means. So yeah, bro, I don't know. I don't know what's her deal with not paying coaches or something, or not being loyal or something.
Yeah.
But who did she train with? Because, bro, she did look like shit, even though Dakota was good. Bro, she looked like, I don't know, no real resistance. No, I don't know. Like, whatever. So who did she train with? So going back to your question, bro, like, let's say she gets a new team. Like, what do you think? Like, bottom line, bro, I don't think she never comes back to what she was. And that's it, bro. If she fights or not, it's on her, depending. It's going to be more like money-wise than anything else, in my mind. Not in terms of, like, she's not going to be remembered how she could have been remembered.
Yeah, I think that day's kind of passed by her, man. I kind of think she's almost becoming like a Claudia Gadelia right now, just a lot of bad choices in there, man, in the cage and out of the cage. So, yeah, Somebody said, who's that? Klostrom said fight Kana Watanabe. I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a fight on her level. That would be a good fight. But from there, I mean, that's the only type of fights I could see her really in now, like her or Juliana Velasquez. But yeah, I don't think anybody else. Hybrid catastrophic in the comment section. I know you mentioned earlier the Bellator Champion Series for Dakota. That's something. I mean, but still, fighting Liz Carmouche, I don't really think that does much for Dakota at this point, knowing that she's not really that. Well, she's decorated, but she's just not like much of a threat at this point. I don't even know if they would offer that much money for that, like just the Bellator side of it, because I see even like a lot of the Bellator fighters, man, they just ain't active. They just ain't active themselves right now. So I think that would just kind of
one
be
championship.
one.
They might pair.
Yeah, because Bellator, they're not even having their fighters on like an active roster, so I don't think that would work. Tyler could arguably beat Grasso and Valentina.
That's made me think. Dakota versus what's her name? It's the Chinese. I can't remember her name.
Yo, put Dakota versus Kong, bro. Let's see.
Yeah.
Maybe Dakota ends her once and for all, bro. before it even starts,
Oh man.
That's what I wrote on the chat before. That'd be crazy. You think they do that to Kong? No. So what do you think, Dakota, bro? Because Dakota, it's interesting, bro. You think they're gonna give her like a tune-up? I don't see a tune-up, bro. I see like top 7 at worst. Bro. Like she could get Aaron when she steps in right away, bro. If Aaron's still in the same spot, or
they might do that. They might do that, man. They might give her Aaron, or they
might give her a favorable matchup,
man.
They might give her a favorable matchup because she's tall, blonde, and one of the super attractive ones, right? But she could fight real good, and she's finishing people.
Yeah,
so UFC might look at her and freaking, how they got the face with the smiley face and the dollar signs in the eyes.
Yeah,
that might be Dana White's face looking at Dakota, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, but to be the way we were talking, bro. Basically, almost every girl is a favorable matchup. Like besides like the 3 top girls that we said. No, I don't know. Or am I wrong? Or like, what do you mean by favorable matchup? Like go slowly with her, like top 10 at first. I don't know, someone that's lower.
When you look at like you were saying, like the grapple, well, you say favorable matchup. Like I was saying earlier, I think you kind of have to look at like the styles of some of these girls too. Like the grapplers, they're kind of going to play more into her style, and not even just experience and style. Now you got to look at like, you got to ask questions now. Like, are these girls really going through that type of conditioning to take that type of power? Because Tyler's never been stopped before. That stands for something. Like Tyler wasn't able to take this type of power. So you got to wonder, like, all of these fighters are good, but you're good at dishing it out. You're good at taking some punishment back. But like, if you're dealing with somebody with gifted power, James, like Beterbiev, man, in boxing, like that dude's his power is crazy for the division. So you have to ask yourself, like,
with Bivol, man, Bivol should have got that shit, bro.
Yeah, truthfully, he did win that, but
Beterbiev, I get what you're saying, Beterbiev. Bro, I hope she doesn't have fucking. She has Beterbiev type power.
I mean, hey, her record's saying something, man.
That's what it's looking like, eh?
Yeah. So she could come in here and just stop girls off of that, combined with technique. So that's what kind of makes it scary.
But I'm saying when Tubi said, okay, let's say favorable. So let's say you give her Lipski or you give her Aaron. Do you think that it's do you think that Aaron being a top girl is less favorable, or you know what I'm saying? Like both of them, I think she can beat, bro.
Yeah. I think you might as well go ahead and make at that point, like off of what we've seen, I would go ahead and say, yeah, let's do the Aaron thing. Let's do that Aaron fight.
Right? Yeah, just go to the top, man, and fight like like Aaron, Barber, even Rose. You think, I don't know if Rose will take that fight right now, bro. But anyways, let's say Aaron, yeah, Barber. Barber is, yo, what's going on with Barber, man? She's still like, she's still ill, faking an illness. Well, I know that her illness is real, but I feel like she's tight, bro. Trust me, man. Don't be surprised if Barber pops up for a Grasso, bro. At the same time, sticks it for another year until she gets the whatever. Grasso is not injured anymore. Bro, who do you think Barber will fight next? Like, honestly, like if you have to like bet on it, who do you think Barber will really fight next, bro?
If I had to bet on it, I would say Rose.
Not who she should fight next. Who she will fight next.
I would say Rose. I would say Rose.
Right, that's the only other fight than Grasso, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
Rose. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, you think Rose? Okay, yeah, it's possible, man.
Because they wouldn't. I don't think the UFC would do that. Like when Aaron asked for Alexa Grasso, I don't think they would give Macy Grasso. That's too high for her, and she's almost been out for a year. That wouldn't be fair.
But bro, if she takes the Rose fight, it shows that she's a little bit of you know what we're calling her, like a duck or whatever. Because bro, you remember when Aaron, what was Macy's last fight? She beat someone.
Chikagian.
And she didn't want to fight Aaron. Why? Was Aaron ever behind her in the rankings?
No,
She was
Aaron's
never
like
behind
being
her.
held.
Didn't she use that excuse at one time, like, "Oh, I'm not looking back against one of these girls," like after she beat Chukagian, or I might be tripping on that one, bro. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it wasn't Aaron because both Aaron and Manon had been ahead of her, so she always could have, tried to make one of those fights.
So, anyways, you think she'll probably fight Rose? Basically, that's
Yeah.
the most.
Yeah.
You think she beats Rose right now?
Does she
That's
beat
better,
Rose?
bro.
Right now?
She wants to
I
amount
think
to
she
something.
could. I think she could. Yeah, I think she probably could. Like a 3-round fight. Yeah.
3-round fight. Yeah. Okay. So you think, okay, Rose, Barber. You think that Aaron will take Natalia fight, right? Like, I don't know, like, because bro, right now it's set. What you have, Bullet Manon for sure. Okay, you have Natalia is sitting there. Okay, Aaron is sitting there. The only two actives besides the title fight. Probably they fight. Okay, at some point. Then you
Mhm.
have Rose and Barber. Bro. Is there someone else like at the top or?
No, that's it. Just them.
Oh,
And
Grasso is injured. Okay,
she's
yeah,
injured.
Grasso's
Yeah.
injured. Yeah, it's a little tricky, man. That's why I'm saying, man, because 125 has a lot of girls now, bro. A lot of like, like they're all waiting in line, like Manon, Natalia, like even Aaron is still there, like so they can't, and especially if Bullet keeps winning, bro. Right now, I'm gonna be honest, for the division is gonna, all these girls gonna have to fight, bro, because Bullet is not gonna fight that often. She's not gonna stall or nothing, but trust me, at her age, I can see her fighting like once every 7-8 months. Maybe not even twice a year, bro.
Oh, you said she's on that Floyd Mayweather schedule, right? Once a year.
No,
twice
not
a year?
not once a year, not once a year. Like in between fights, it's never gonna be a year unless
Like 2
injury or
times.
something. But I'm saying she's not gonna be that active. Maybe she won't. Like at max, it's gonna be 2 fights a year. But it could be less because she might fight like once every like 7-8 months, bro, instead of 6 months, let's say.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, because the older she gets, certain injuries. Yeah, so yeah, she might do like a half and half type thing at every point of the year. So
Because honestly, I think she's gonna fight your girl. Like I would prefer it to be sooner than later. If it's March, good. But to be honest, I think it's gonna be more like May, possibly June.
yeah, I was gonna say April, May, but yeah, it might be like April, June, something like in that summertime period when she fights. Yeah.
By that time, it's gonna be Manon like a year and a couple of months she didn't fight.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Crazy.
That's why Manon is tripping too at the same time, bro. But I think Manon started talking shit mostly because of the Ariel interview, bro. Because once Ariel started bringing up Weili for no reason, and the way Bullet responded to it and all that, she was like, "Yo, fuck that, man. I have to speak up to, like, they're gonna steal my title shot, man. After putting me the backup." So I
Yeah.
don't blame her, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, because
I was gonna say,
Ariel just sold it like that. Ariel's like, oh, Wade Lee's a fight for you. You know what I mean? Like he just threw that name.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like it was like out of nowhere, bro. Like no one cared about that fight, like besides a couple people. But like, bro, if both of them win their next fight, it would be a good super fight. If she beats Tatiana and she beats Manon, it would be a good super fight if they do it.
Yeah,
But
if they,
but
I would say,
right
yeah,
now is
hmm
bro, is you can't skip Manon, bro.
yeah,
Especially Manon, you can't fuck her up like this. But you bring her as the backup, you give her seats, you give her everything. Like like they're treating it's almost a Aspinall situation, bro. Almost. It's not quite Aspinall, but don't worry, bro. The one never ducks. We're not bones, bro. We're not bones, bro. We're not we don't duck, bro. So thank the one for being uh for not being available for Wei Li. So everything falls back in line, She whoops Manon and Wei Li, I don't know what she does with Tatiana, bro, and that's it, bro. Keep it pushing, bro.
hey,
yeah. I mean,
Colossus says, somebody wake me when somebody call out Natalia.
Natalia, how you think Natalia? I think Natalia, if she gets, let's say she fights Aaron and wins, she's next, bro, right?
yeah. If she beats Aaron, yeah, she's definitely
She's
gonna be
like
next.
one win away. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's definitely one win away. She's already, six deep now. So if she goes to 7, then go ahead and give her that next. Then. Or like you said though, like if they put her on hold and Valentina beats Manon, then she goes up to fight Wade, goes on to fight Wei Lee. Then so
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, bro. The like, I'm gonna be honest, man. Right now, like Bullet as champ, like the division is gonna move, but it's worse for the rest of the division in a way. They're gonna have to fight each other, bro.
yeah,
Because if they do super fight with Wei Li, it's even worse. Even if they don't do super fight, bro, they better book Natalia's fight around the same time because Natalia has been a while. She like okay, not too long. I don't know when's the last time she fought. A couple of months ago. So let's say they don't do Manon up until let's say May, bro. Okay, bro, that's like 6 months still. So Natalia has to fight. Is Natalia gonna wait 6 months to fight around the same time? Let's say she fights in 3 months. So then after she wins in 3 months, let's say she waits another 3 months just for the winner of the belt. Then Bullet gonna chill because we all know Bullet's gonna keep that shit. So Bullet's gonna chill, bro. So you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be long for all these girls to like some of these girls gonna have to either wait, like not a year, but like bro, 9 months, something like this,
yeah. Do y'all think they need to do an interim belt until then, like they do in
But
Aspinall?
somebody that's like cursing to me,
even if you do
man.
interim belt, even if you do interim belt is good for them for the money for the interim champ. So in that sense, it's good. But timing wise, bro, what's interim belt's gonna do? Nothing's gonna move Bullet, bro. She's gonna move at her own pace, but not like in a snobby, disgusting way. Like, yo, you guys wait for me. No, not like this. No, it's just, bro, I'm getting older. My time off is as important. Like, she has the recipe on point. She's smart. She knows what it is. Now she's going vacation. That's all to like rejuvenate her, to keep her mind or her juices flowing, all that stuff, bro. Then when she comes back, she comes back. So it's all a recipe now, the on and off time. That's why it takes time. And if she's injured, so they can do interim belt, no problem. But like I said, I don't see Bullet fighting like often. And if she's champ, bro, that affects the number one contender. Like they're gonna get their shot, but it's never gonna be like a Alex Pereira or a Izzy or a Volk when they were fighting like every 3-4 months. It's gonna be like 6 months at the least. You're lucky if it's 6 months. And I don't like that. You know me, if it was me, bro, fight every 3 months, it would be perfect. But like at the stage of her career right now, it's understandable,
Yeah. Gil 334, he says Dakota is the Caitlin Clark of MMA. Everything she throws does damage. He said, get the money while you can. Ride the wave. All great MMA fighters lose eventually. Yeah, that's true.
So what's he saying by his comments? Stay in PFL, bro?
Well, I guess he mean, yeah, let me see. Grab that money while you can. Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's what he means.
Stop it, bro. That's crazy. Like I said, bro, if he stays 2-3 years in PFL and comes after, I mean, she's young, but she's just gonna come for new girls, basically. She's not gonna come to fight like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not about legacy. The longer she stays in PFL, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If Dana matches that money, then yeah, definitely leave. You know, go to the UFC. You know, leave that behind, and do what you got to do now, because the getting is good right now with the flyweight division. Like, she would fall right in there with them. She fall right in perfectly with the top 15 right now.
Who would follow perfectly with the top 15? Okay, I said
Dakota.
okay. I thought you said 115. I was like, yo, she's pretty big, bro. No,
She
like
is big. She is big. Somebody was talking about matching up early with Kayla, like 135. I mean, maybe
no, that's a lot, bro.
yeah, that's a
Kayla
lot.
was thinking, bro. As soon
Yeah.
as she grabs her like good, bro. Especially that Dakota's weakness is supposed to be like, bro, what's she gonna do on the ground? You know, I don't think she'll knock out Kayla with a couple of punches.
No, Kayla's too powerful for that, I think, and takes.
But she looked, bro, like Santos. You remember the days when we were saying Santos, like it was Santos and Manon. I still think Manon is the biggest flyweight, but I think that like, did she look bigger than Santos in the fight, man?
Oh yeah, Dakota's bigger. I mean, yeah, she's bigger.
So she's what? She's
longer.
like Manon or like close to Manon?
Bigger than Manon.
Stop it, bro. She's not bigger
Longer.
than Manon.
I'll say she's longer and taller, but Manon's
Okay, yeah,
wide.
but yeah, okay, yeah. So that, yeah, she has height and reach, bro. That's her advantage in her striking and the clinch. You know, the knees, all that shit, bro. Like it's. You do your stuff, your work better when you're tall and all that. But yeah, she's big, huh? So yeah, bro, I don't know, man. We'll see, man. But like I said, man, get the money. It's cool, bro. But if you're about, bro, at some point you have to choose. And I think it's like you said, bro. I think she gets money in the UFC, bro. I think she could become. I'll go even that far, bro. She could become the biggest female star in the UFC, bro. Never on Ronda Rousey level. No girl is sniffing Ronda Rousey level, bro. No one is selling 1 million ever. But right now, she has a potential, especially KO artist, bro. If she keeps KOing these girls, comes in the UFC, bro, she could become the biggest star, man. Honestly, like potentially, she has the potential.
She kind of has that mouthpiece like Juliana Pena. You know, she talks some trash too. So hey.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great. She has a good shot, bro. Like I said, man. But it's like you said, man. I don't know the system in PFL, man. But I think the UFC, when you check all the money coming from everywhere, I think, bro, she'll make good money in the UFC. And I think she has the potential to make more because, bro, it's the eyes, man. Like even now, bro, like the casuals don't know who she is, bro. You know, the casuals barely care about Bullet and stuff like that, bro. So. Like most people, the casuals, because if you're talking hardcore, okay, it's different. But star power and all that, like making money. So if she comes to the UFC, you got the eyes on her. She can make moves outside the UFC, sponsors. She becomes her brand. Her brand's gonna expand. You know what I'm saying? So she has a lot of like incentive to come to the UFC, bro. Trust, and I think she'll get Dana White privilege, bro. I'm calling it from now, bro. I think Dana White will ride for her, bro.
Okay. Let me before I go, I was gonna wrap this thing, but I want to ask you one more question. Let's say if Valentina already defended successfully against Manon, and she needed an opponent, would you find it disrespectful, James, if they gave her Dakota as the next title, her next title defense?
Would that be Dakota's first fight?
Yes.
Bro, disrespectful in what sense, man? Like I said, bro, my thing never changes, bro. Line them up, bro, one by one. They will bow down, bro. Don't get it twisted. Like I'm hyping Dakota and all that shit, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, she can get it like before Manon if she wants, bro. I don't care, bro. Me, I'm just trying to be fair to the girls. They can get it Weili, Manon, and Dakota back to back, bro. I don't care, man. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm all about my girl fighting everyone and proving what I think she is, bro. It's on her to back my talk, and up until now, for the most part, she does. But if we're going by disrespectful to Valentina, maybe I don't know. Like she's not me at the end of the day.
Or to the other girls, like
to the other girls, for sure.
Sure.
It's not even, bro. What do you mean? Like it's worse than Kayla, bro. People were talking about Kayla coming in and taking at least Kayla. What, she fought 2 fights, bro.
Yeah.
No, right away would be super disrespectful, bro.
All right.
Yeah, they doing that with like what Kaya Sakura, I think his name is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only guy ever, bro, that came in and is gonna fight for the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But that speaks on the division, bro.
yeah. But see,
Bro.
women's flyweight ain't like men's flyweight.
No, it's not.
Nah,
So-
bro, women's flyweight is like, bro, it's super hot, man, and it's gonna remain the best division for years, bro. Trust me, like we can see it, bro. There's so many fighters. You got what, like at least 4 or 5 good girls, bro.
Mhm.
That you're not sure who's gonna beat who and all that. I mean, you're not sure, but you know what it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But I think,
I-
what do you
feel,
think? What do you think, man? You think it's gonna be? You think it's disrespectful if she gets bullet right away? No.
Yeah.
yeah, that's nonsense. You know
So
what I'm saying? In my opinion.
how many fights do you think would be like? I thought like 2. I thought like a win at least. But at first I was like 2 wins, and you
Okay.
get a title shot.
Well,
so
I
how
was
many
saying-
fights do you think would it be?
Well, before I saw the Tyler fight, I was saying like 3 and 4, like everybody else, but I would say probably 2 now.
Okay, like
Like,
me.
My opinion would be, you come in, let's say they gave her Aaron, and she stopped her in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
And then if she did one more fight, then yeah, you could fight for the title.
Yeah.
But I can't even see even just one fight. It'd have to be at least 2 fights, man. Like, cause you got 3+ women that are on 6 fight win streaks. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just bring someone, and they're all in the top 5.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And then the reason I say it too, like, I don't know what the situation at flyweight is in the men, but even there, it's just like, I just don't agree with the idea of ever bringing someone, because UFC is already established. It's not like they have to bring in like this massive star power to like really, you know what I'm saying? They're already a household name.
Right.
So it's like, you don't got to go that far to do a cash grab. You know what I'm saying? So nah, definitely. Like I said, I like Dakota. I think she could really be good for women's MMA as a whole, to bring eyes to the sport and all that, and really, you know, just improve it WMMA. But like, it's a pecking order, and it's too many women in line right now, way too many. You even got Jasmine putting together a freaking win streak now, so it's like it's just too much. You gotta get at least 2 fights in my opinion.
And when you say 2 fights, is it like one of them could be top, like let's say top 10, like number 9, and one top 5, or 2 top 5, or one could even be top 12 and another top 5, or how you think?
I want to say, if it's got to be definitely at least top 10 to start out, and then if she runs through someone else in the top 5, because you know they're gonna fast track her if she stops someone like 5 through 10. So then if they give her a second fight and she runs through whoever's in the top 5, then sure, you could throw her in the mix. But nah, outside of that, I would say nah. Like,
so 1 win top 10 and 1 win top 5, and it's cool.
yeah, I won't make it as big, as long as, you know, Natalia and like whoever else remains. If Macy happens to bag another win, she would deserve it next. And then you still got Manon in the picture, or Val, whoever loses that fight. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's too packed. You gotta get at least 2 in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Combo, what do you think Manon does if she loses? You think she keeps being a gatekeeper, whooping these girls and trying to get another title shot, or she moves up to 135?
I think if she does lose, I think she might try to get back at flyweight again. But if the shot doesn't come soon enough, I think, or even this now, like, depending on how she loses here, I think that 135 might be in her future, like sooner than later. You know, I think she would probably start thinking about bantamweight at that point.
Do you think that it's possible that she's better at bantamweight than the flyweight?
Could be, man. It could be because
Like the weight cut, like could it
yeah,
take away from her power and all that stuff?
I think so. I think that weight cut kind of takes away from her power, and who knows, like the longer she stays, her punch resistance might go down with the chin too, you know. So that could be like a downfall moving forward, even fighting Valentina right now. You know, I'm being real, you know. So I think that the longer she stays here, that's why she really wants to get that shot now and not try to kill herself. Because I don't know if you saw it, James, but she did a little interview a while back. I think it was after the Aaron fight, and she had said that she wanted to win the belt was her goal and maybe defend it once or twice, then move up to 135.
Oh yeah. I heard something like that. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
think that if this doesn't go well, maybe if she lose and you know it was because she just got beat, like Valentina was just too strong for her here, they might say, oh, take that into consideration and say, you know what, we're in the wrong weight class now or something and move up. So
yo, Manon is still undefeated in the UFC, right?
yeah,
Yeah, she's like how many fights? 8, 9 fights?
7.
7? And bro, I thought about like not too long. She barely lost a round, no?
Yeah, no, yeah, barely lost a round. Yeah,
Did she lose a round? Like a round you could
The
remember? Or not
Rose, I
even?
think, was the only one,
yeah, she
right?
lost a round to Rose and maybe I think one to Chikagian.
Did she lose a
Oh
round?
yeah.
I
Did
don't
she
even
what?
think she. Yeah, Chikagian. Yeah, Maya. No, not even Maya.
No, none of them. And you know,
Natalia's kind of
Aaron didn't
similar
win a
too.
single round.
Natalia only lost one round to Arujo. She dropped the first round to Vivi,
Oh
and
yeah,
that was it. Everything else was her round.
yeah,
Natalia is what, 6-fight win streak?
yep.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, is it true that Natalia something happened with her? Like on the outside, she was off for a couple years. She wasn't even gonna contemplating not even fighting again. I'm not sure if she had something like a personal issue. I know her sister like passed away not too long ago, but besides that, before that, like I heard something. Anyways, I thought you would know, but never mind. Because bro, when she came back, what was her first fight in the UFC, Natalia? Was it Jasmine?
It was Jasmine.
Jasmine.
Yeah, it was
Bro,
Jasmine.
she
Yeah.
yo, fucking, I'm not sure who. I think Colostrum sent it to me like on the Discord, bro. She beat the shit out of Jasmine, bro. She made it like easy work, bro.
Easy, very
That was
easy.
like
Yeah.
disgusting work, bro. Like compared to what
Mhm.
Jasmine looks like now, like it
Mhm.
was like tomato type shit. But
Hey,
bro,
oh,
uh,
combo, real quick. What
yeah,
was your three D's for 3 D's a dominant or what
De-
did you call it?
defense, dominance, discipline.
Defense, dominance, and discipline. There was I was thinking about doing a video. One of the reasons why I was high on Natalia for like a very good while, and then basically on other fighters as well, is because there was something that I thought that they display that's kind of it's not like the 3Ds, but it's like something similar where it's like they kind of display those three things that kind of set them apart pretty much. But I wanted to know it was defense, discipline, and the
Dominance.
third dominance. Okay. All right, thanks. That's all I wanted to know real quick.
yo,
Oh,
combo.
okay.
I remember my point about the her being something like with Natalia because in the Jasmine fight, these like the commentators, I think it was DC, he was saying or like yo, he was like, yeah, that's what a couple years off will do. Like talking about like her improvements. They kind of like hinted towards her taking some time, like years off from MMA or something. I'm not sure, bro. Like they were talking about that's what couple years off, like from her improvements, how she got better in those years, and she applied it in the Jasmine fight. Like she was basically like flawless in the Jasmine fight. So
Yeah, I remember looking at her record and seeing that little period where she was out for a while. Because I remember
She had
she
like
fought Marina Rodriguez, and I can't remember what organization that was in. But after she lost that fight, she came back and fought twice, and I think she was gone for a while, or I think it was somewhere around that period. And
yeah,
right, it
she
was
had like
before
an arm
the
or
fight.
elbow injury or something like that. It's
yeah,
like a major injury.
mm-hmm, yeah.
Yo, let me ask you one last question, man. Wei Li. You think she fights at 125?
I think she does. I think she will. I think she might do it maybe as a 1 or 2 shot deal, but I don't think she's going to hang around too long with some of them girls there. I think she'll probably stick around maybe till she could try to go for the belt. I don't think she'll do it as a long-term thing. Like Wei Li looks kind of thick when she's, with the muscles and everything, but I just don't see her with that frame like these flyweights,
No, I don't
She's
see
only
Wei Li
like
having
5'3",
much,
right?
bro.
Yeah, she's only 5'3", yeah.
Oh, she's 5'3". Dang. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see Wei Li having too much success at 125. But let's say they do Tatiana. Let's say she loses to Tatiana. She gets a automatic rematch, or
does she get an automatic? She defended it twice, right? Yeah, she beat Jan and Lemos twice. So yeah, I think she would get a rematch.
what do you think is the title defense minimum for automatic rematch? 2? I think it's 3 at least.
I would say 3. I would say 2 for her because she's a 2-time champion. Or I would give her the react because she is a 2-time champion. So,
and it depends on the rest of the division and like who's there, who's not there, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
nah, Robot, we can't do that, man. We that's just heartbreaker, man. I can't.
Natalia versus Rivas.
We can't have that happen. We got to keep them separated at all costs. I can't have either one of them losing. That's just torture for me, man. I don't care who loses that fight; it's still torture. So
you rock with Ibas.
Yeah, Hebas is my favorite MMA fighter.
Oh shit!
A close second is Stamp Fairtex, and then
Nice.
Natalia Silva, and so on and so forth. So it's like,
nice.
Yeah, they both from Minas Gerais, so we need to keep them both separate. I know they from there, but they need to be separate.
Hey, don't worry. Look, Ebos has got Dern coming up in a couple weeks, so she's going back down to 115.
Bro, I don't think they will. I don't think they'll ever fight, bro. I don't think they'll ever like Natalia is too top girl for Ibas, bro. Ibas not gonna make it to the top, and Natalia is gonna be top girl for a while. In my opinion.
Say never, man. She got that number 6 spot. She might be getting that strawweight. She might find her. She might find herself in a title fight. I'm hoping.
Ibas?
I'm hoping. I'm gonna keep hope alive. That's the fan in me.
I don't know, man. 115, bro, is like I don't know, man. What's more dead? What's more dead, bro? 115 or 135, bro? 115 is not too far behind, bro. Like both divisions are.
I still think 115 has got a little bit more life in it right now, but 135 is starting to wake up. 135, I would still say is lacking.
Because, bro, when you think about it, 115, you have Tatiana, you have Verna. Okay, bro, who's there after that, man?
Well, I mean, you mean just as far as like, okay.
Like competition, bro, like real competition.
Competition. Well, I would say, well, you know what? 135 might be in better standing right now because 115 it's pretty much a been there and done that thing. Everybody's running back rematches, honestly.
Because 115, there's a bigger gap between Wei Li, like on paper. Let's say she beats Tatiana, and then she dominated basically the division. Like 135 Pena, she still has like a couple girls that,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It's 115. I don't know, man. 115 is close to done, bro. Like I don't know. Like after Tatiana, who you favor like right now, Tatiana or Wei Li?
Let me see. If let me see. I kind of favor Suarez. I favor Suarez a little bit here. I would give it to Suarez even more if she had better striking. Like if her striking was a little bit better, because Yan Zhanan, she kind of.
Yo, bro, never.
Yan Zhanan impressed me with her hands in that fight.
She abused her on the feet, bro. Stop it, man. People talk about Grasso one punch nugget, bro. She was dropping her left and.
4
But it wasn't
times,
even
man.
just dropping her, bro. It's like every punch had an effect, bro.
Every
I was
punch,
like,
you know,
what the
4
fuck is
times,
going on,
man.
bro?
Yeah.
Yo, if Jan gets like 10-20% better grappling, bro, she can take her, bro.
Man, if Jan's takedown defense was so much better, I could see her getting the belt. I could
For
see her.
sure, bro. For sure.
Yeah, man. She dropped her like
Just
4
destroying
times.
her, bro, on the feet, bro. People talking, yo, Whaley's getting better on the feet, bro. Yeah, bro. And you know what's the funniest part? That was after Whaley like almost finished her and all that. So she was already like sucked the air out of Jan, but she was still there, bro. Those
Yeah,
punches
yeah.
still had power.
Yeah. She was still cracking her, man. That was crazy, man. Oh wow. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this thing up, man. I appreciate y'all coming on and having a good conversation, like always.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
All
man.
right, combo, man. Take it easy, bro.
Yes, sir. Glad to
All right.
have you.
Yo, later, two beast.
All right, peace, bro.
All right, y'all. Had some good conversation there. Always good to have James on and Two Beasts. Definitely, man. Glad to have you on stream because I'm gonna take next week off. Like I said, I'm gonna be out for a little bit, and then I'll probably be back the week after, I guess. But yeah, this will be the last stream until I come back. So you won't see me for a whole week, maybe a little longer. We'll see. But yeah, hit that like button, y'all. We had to talk about this too. That's why I said we got to get this out of the way now because I can't sit on this for a whole week. You know, y'all gonna be asking me questions about what's up with Dakota, where I see her stand and everything. And I'm like, okay, yeah, honestly, you know, she definitely showed me something. And I think, yeah, there's no need to hold something back that's gifted and done some damage, right? So let's go ahead and see what she can do against the top 15, right? But don't just make us wait too long, man. Gotta do this thing some point no later than 2025, right? You know, I know she talking about this super fight thing, but I don't think that's gonna come up without, you know, a name being signed to the UFC attached to it, right? But yeah, on that note, y'all, I'm getting up out of here. Y'all have a good week and hit that like and subscribe. I'm out. Peace.